All right. Hello, hello. Just gotta fix that. There we go. So, it would seem we are here yet again for another episode of The Fallen. Episode 84. It's gonna be interesting when if we get around to episode 100. Um, and nobody dies. Yeah. So, hi, how are you? Welcome in. We're gonna get started in a minute here. I'm gonna get them all rounded up, and we're just gonna hit the ground with the recap. All right, all right. Just getting a couple last minute things done here as people are popping in.
Let's see, we got into a big old fight with horrifying undead underground horned beasts um, that were dug up by our delightful undead bone skeleton friend Mittens, the cat.
That's all I wrote for last week.
It
Skeleton
did,
with
it
red
did
eyes,
some freaky
big
things to
fight.
people. It was messing with people's heads and giving us some trouble, but we ultimately defeated them and then decided to move camp. And I think that's where we left off, trying to figure out why exactly there were undead bone monsters randomly just sort of under our camp
Didn't we
in this
determine that it was
land.
like desecrated ground or something?
Yeah, we were gonna
Right.
stay somewhere and the ground was
That
desecrated, and we're like, "We
somehow
can't stay here
Did we
either."
this
figure
So we
did we
decided
figure
to
out
move
why it
ahead
was
to Bonk
desecrated?
Village.
Or who desecrated it? We didn't figure any of that out though, right?
I think we decided to move on to Bonk Village.
But yeah, continuing our journey to Bonk Village.
oh, right, did we not ascend a hilltop and then look out over the horizon only to see
Right.
like the Bonk village and stuff?
That's right. We saw a couple of things from the hilltop, but I can't remember what it
I feel like that's where we ended.
That
Yeah, but
makes
weren't we
sense.
didn't we see something? Didn't the DM say you see something?
Oh, I love your posting of the cha 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 Inanna. That was fantastic. I listened to it and was dancing to it.
Mhm.
That music that I'm playing, Sari, is from a classic 1990s Super Nintendo game called Chrono Trigger, and these are lo-fi remixes of the main themes from that game.
It's very soothing.
It is definitely one of the greatest soundtracks ever.
There was right at the end when we were looking out towards Bonk Village from the hilltop. Something we saw something or something, and I can't remember. Does anybody remember that last part? What did we see?
Hmm.
We can't remember, boss.
Well,
Zed, what do you got? Kozik, Opal. I
What do
didn't
we
take
got?
many notes last time.
Huh. Shoot, I don't remember.
Yeah,
So
all
I
I
was
have
trying
is
to
big
recall.
fight.
Huh. I didn't take any notes last
I
session.
remember having a lot of discussions about held actions.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Many.
And it was a huge battle, which was great to get some battle practice. Yeah.
There was the battle with the 3 skeleton creatures. We got to Bonk Village. What else happened?
I don't think we got to Bonk Village. We got to the top of a hill overlooking Bonk Village in the distance, and saw something, and I don't know.
Was
they
it a
have
group?
forgotten.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just need one more keyword, and maybe I'd think of something. But
Here, let me just toss you a few words, Kozik. Raiders Festival. Smells of delicious food.
hmm,
Yeah, that's all I got for you.
They have forgotten. Good. Good.
Still a whole lot of our operations.
Was that last session or the session before that?
Oh, maybe it was the one before.
I think it was the one before that we were just chronically incapable. I think last session
See if I can change my
fighting went
Discord audio.
auspiciously well. I think Chad did really well in combat last time, if I'm not mistaken, too.
He did. He
Discord's
was rolling
maxed.
pretty excellently. But it takes a village.
Okay. All right. Well, if there's nothing more you could recall,
Help us out, boss.
uh, what?
What we were doing at
Zed,
the
jump
end
in
of the
here anytime,
session.
buddy. What do you remember? I did have a fantastic. I did go online and and watch Zed and Cube play Atlas, which was an absolute treat
Cool.
on Twitch. That was super fun. It was fun to be in chat too. Zed, you're muted. Maybe he's not there.
Yeah, possibly. All right. Well, provide yourself the inspiration as you have recapped.
Who needs one?
Yeah, Char already has one, I believe. So somebody else
Hey,
can
top
have.
tier. Thank you
Uh,
for the follow. Welcome in.
hmm.
Welcome in. Hello, hello.
I need one. Who else needs one?
Hi, how are
I
you?
don't have one, but somebody else can take it.
Opal, Inanna?
I need to check. I forgot to log into the tabletops.
Foundry.
Yeah, Foundry.
An extremely delayed alert,
I
but there it is.
think I might have one. Keyword being synced.
Oh, I added nothing, so skip me.
Well, go ahead and take it, Kozik.
Congratulations, top
Does not
tier.
help that I am practically
You
blind at
are.
the moment. My
You
eyesight
have
is so
access to
shit.
emotes
Dude,
Why is
Give
your
me-
eyesight so shit at the moment?
and potentially
Uh,
might call upon
staring
somebody
at
in
my
chat to
phone
do
too
a roll
long.
for me.
Oh, yeah. That'll
That
do
and
it.
I have my glasses off.
Oh, yeah, that too.
last bit seems like an unforced error, I'll admit, G.
Hmm.
Not wearing glasses, can't read.
Usually it's not too bad up close.
You know who else usually
Mm.
can't read? Barbarians.
Thank you, DM.
I mean, in
It's
previous
method.
editions, they
It's very method.
well, in previous editions of D&D, barbarians. If you rolled a barbarian, you started out illiterate.
What?
That was a
That's-
function.
oh, I
That
love
was a
it.
feature of the class.
Damn.
It's
You
great.
started illiterate.
Yep.
That's why. s- Um, what's his
That's
name? Grog Strongjaw
very
had to learn how
funny.
to read in
That is
Critical Role. That
That
makes
is
sense.
incredibly funny, but also incredibly sad at the same
When
time.
Dude Goose got. Just checking it out. Gotcha. All right.
Going back
So
and going back in the dice rolling logbook here, I'm seeing that Zed did a performance. He got a good roll on a performance skill check last. I don't recall what that was about.
He was probably hiding something from us.
Yeah, well, I was
I was
hoping maybe somebody would be
paralyzed.
like, "Oh yeah, that was that." And Opal
Oh,
got a
that's
really good
right.
intelligence check.
Oh yeah, Chaw threw Zed over his shoulder and carried him, and Zed let him
Oh,
continue to
yeah.
do it even after he wasn't paralyzed.
That's okay. There we go. That was he was
That's
probably
right.
faking
That
it.
was funny. That's right.
And
All right,
and
there's
Chaw was
something.
very concerned for his friend, and I think that Zed had some amount of a conscience that he was taking advantage of Chaw's being so concerned for him, but did it anyway.
all right.
Right,
So
that was funny.
you recall, you as I described before, you had all finally crested that final hill, which conveyed the somewhat distant but not out of reach um, village that you can only ascertain to be Bonk Village. And from this distance, you're able to see the tops of like wooden houses, huts, some thatched ceilings, maybe a couple of wood ceilings or roofing, smokestacks that don't look like anything's burning, but people cooking or maybe a barbecue or two or something. Um, and as I described before, there is a sort of a path, but it's not. It's a beaten path, but not a well-traveled, well-established road either. Um, and you guys did travel through the night, which accrued a level of exhaustion because
That's
you
right.
got interrupted by bone skeleton creatures, and through another pit stop, decided stuff is a little too weird. We're just gonna keep going. And so here you are.
We're exhausted.
We're at the top of the hill, exhausted.
So whether you actually want to go to Bonk Village or if you want to do what players love to do, is go in the other complete different direction for no reason. That's entirely up to you.
Yeah, we have that library that we're going off to, and I mean, didn't we have two places we want to go to, and Bonk
That's
was on the
another.
way to one of them?
That is another couple days travel away from Bonk Village.
Many
Bonk Village is
days.
actually the midpoint.
Yeah,
The
we were kind of
midpoint with
using
air
that
quotes.
as like a base point
So it's
to
on our way no matter
chill
which
out.
place we go.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
we
I
need
think
a
we
rest.
head
We need a
north
room.
after
The next
We need a
point,
room and a rest.
once we get to the city after Bonk, I forget its name off the top of
Well,
my head.
since
Chronosis.
since you
Chronosis.
have a photographic memory,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
you are nowhere near where you need to be.
Where's Bonk Village in reference to us? Okay, right here. And
And
Chronosis
where's
is over here,
Chronosis?
right?
Grinstall.
Not
So
north.
if you turn on map notes, journal notes, it should display where everything is.
Ah, gotcha. Oh, and that's how you spell
Journal
Chronosis.
note.
Sorry.
Journal?
Over on the top left-hand side,
Y-
you should
Oh, on the
see all of
left.
the
Okay.
buttons, and you
Yeah.
should see a square with a W in it that
Look at
says
my
Journal Notes.
high quality,
Oh,
high fidelity
great.
map.
Thank you. Ah, thank you very much.
Yep.
So what you're saying is that we really shouldn't be anywhere near the Bonk Village.
Where are we? Somebody give me a.
We are
give us
right
a
here,
signal.
sorry. Sorry, do you see where
Oh, that's us there. That means that's us. Okay.
yeah. We're right here. No, that's not us. We're right here. Oh well, right there now.
Oh, okay. So now we are next to.
And the
We're
next
right
place
next
we're
to
going,
Bonk Village on our way to Chronosis.
Chronosis is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this
Yeah, we're
Chronosis
going to
right
Bonk
here?
Village
No,
first
that's Grinstall. Chronosis is over here.
before anything else. Bonk.
I'm not seeing where you're pointing, Dave.
Oh wait, sorry.
Where are you
You
pointing?
see my
Chronosis?
marker? I'm like
No,
right
I think when.
there.
Oh,
So-
yep, I do. I thought that's Bonk.
It is. Chronosis is
That's
over
Bonk.
here.
Well,
This is
she probably doesn't
Grinstall.
have journal notes on. So on the left side of your screen.
I have journal notes on, but
Okay.
I'm just seeing you highlight the same place.
Over
Oh.
here.
Oh, over there. Thank you. That's Chronosis.
Sorry,
Thank you.
I couldn't ping because I had journal notes on.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you.
How'd you turn
So
the
we haven't
journal
gotten
notes
very
on?
far. We're about
Cha,
a
you know
third
like
of the way.
where your token controls and select stuff
Yep.
is?
Not even a third.
Directly
quarter.
below token controls, all the way down, journal notes, it's the W.
W.
Aha, there we go. Oh, cool, got it. Chronosis. Wow, so we've traveled 3 hexes, and then we have 2, 3,
We've got
4,
a ways
5.
to go.
5 to
Yeah,
go.
because
Excellent.
like let's take this into account. Grinstall is one hexagon over from Bonk. That is, and that was a couple of days travel. Now imagine Chronosis.
We're going to Chronosis because we want to look at the library. Boy, we are so dedicated.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, we should try to stock up on some turkey jerky and other edibles here.
Mm.
And
Before we
get a
take our
good night's
trips.
sleep. We could sure
Oh,
use a
yeah.
good night's sleep.
Why don't we go into Bonk Village, find a tavern to stay at, and then get some sleep? Which is
That
what
sounds great.
Opal was recommending last time. Because even though it's pretty early in the morning, finding a tavern's not going to be too difficult, right?
I
Yeah,
think we
we're
should
in
stay
the-
up another night without sleeping.
I
You
can't
go right
sleep,
ahead.
I can't sleep.
Some people are unaffected by that.
Yeah, you're right.
It's true.
Cha, we need you rested.
Lucky.
Cha is
Otherwise, you're
the
only
forever
liability.
insomniac.
Aren't I a
Tell it,
liability
brother.
anyway?
No,
Sir,
you are Cha, you are one
sir,
of the
I
most
won't have that.
capable
You're one
members
of
of
the
our
best
party.
fighters, man.
You're the best of
Aw.
us.
Stop it.
I wouldn't go that far.
You're
Okay,
pandering.
well maybe. I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
What
Standing
kind of
right
a
up to
favor are
Kozik.
you seeking for, Kozik?
Need you fit.
I'm
Okay, I'll
holding the
sleep.
joke of
Jeez.
everybody having seen Cha's mother.
Please do. You didn't
She's the
withhold it
worst
at
of
all.
us.
I didn't say it in character. As, you know,
So-
Opal's not organic. She can't sue people like that.
Oh, okay. So
do we
no
see?
attraction to anyone.
There can be admiration, like, oh
Mm.
yeah, you're attractive.
You can't
Hi.
just slowly like grow on someone.
Hmm.
Would that be
Question.
considered
Well,
Perhaps
love?
it is like the Pygmalion.
The what?
I guess we'll
The
see. as time
Pygmalion, like
on.
My Fair Lady.
Fair. Sarah is a fair
Pygmalion is
lady,
the
I have
is
to
the
say.
play that My Fair
Oh.
Lady the musical was based on.
Hear that one.
I also think
Party direction.
Right.
Into Bonk Village to find a tavern.
Going into Bonk Village looking for a tavern so he can get some
So
sweet.
what do
So
we
are we-
see entering? What is our?
Yeah, are we seeing like chimneys and smoke and stuff and smelling
That's what
drying
he said.
meats?
Yeah,
Shouting
so
Yeah,
at the
like what do
tanner.
we?
it is the very noticeable aroma, even as I kind of described a little bit before. Cooked food, fresh meals, maybe, and as you get closer, maybe a slight hint of alcohol here and there. Um, and maybe just outside the town or the village, y'all can give me a perception.
let's go.
Perception roll you got.
See,
Go. Let's go.
Oh, not bad. Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
for goodness sake.
Nice, Kozik.
Kozik out here.
That means I
starting
rolled a
to
2.
draw.
Basically,
Nice, Kozik. Look at that.
anybody who got a 13 or higher also pick up noticeable hints of vomit here and there. Kozik
Lovely.
especially,
Hmm.
as
Oh,
you
no.
would spot, some common, commoner like a clothed orcish man stumble outside the walls next to like a bush, and just the aroma of ale is almost drenched his entire body. And he stumbles off to the side, mumbling something and uttering just, drunken uh, combinations of letters and words, and then he just completely just, bleh, just in a bush nearby.
oh,
It's a
Ah.
party town.
this place looks promising, I guess. I think we should keep Cha away from this place.
How so?
Well, you'll get some
You
ideas.
trying
And
to
he
say
needs
that I'm
muscle.
the king of
I don't know if it's
partying?
good for him.
I mean,
Hey,
I might agree with you on that point. However, I'm more picking your brain about how we go through this town while also keeping Shaw on the outskirts of it.
Hmm.
you don't need to.
Good
I'm
point.
right here. You don't need to talk about
Point.
me in the third person.
We'll have to be on our guard.
What am I gonna
Sometimes
do?
I can still hear him.
Worst I'm gonna do is streak through the town screaming the names of my forefathers or something.
You have now given me one more awful
It was
circumstance to think
it's a
about.
joke. I have learned joke. Common is my second language, but I'm learning how to joke in it.
Hmm.
Right?
Hmm.
All right. So this does look like a tavern, doesn't it? I don't know.
Not the one
Anybody-
that Orc just came out of.
Does anybody speak a goblinoid language?
Um,
Oh,
I
see,
actually
doesn't Zed
don't.
doesn't Zed speak Goblin for some reason? Or am
And I
I
think I can just
remembering?
understand and not speak with my magic helmet.
I imagine
Oh, are you not able to
they must
speak it?
speak
Was that
common
part of
here.
the thing?
It might not be common.
I can comprehend it. Okay, I can comprehend it. So definitely I give my helmet a whack, turn it on.
So what are you trying to listen
I don't know if
for?
that's necessary. whack it.
All right. So you basically walk into Bonk Village, and you're greeted with, like I said, the aromas of fresh cooked meals. Um, Time of day. Like music playing off in the distance, just the sounds of revelry and celebration. Um, people. There's also maybe a couple of goods being peddled here and there, but it's not really a whole lot of commerce per se. Um, it's also very vibrant and colorful in that they paint the houses very bright colors. Um, in some points almost like gaudy. Uh, like some people have a house that's like red, and some have them blue, or it's just a whole mixed match of colors. Or somebody really drunk painted a lot of houses.
Well, it's not
Looks
exactly
like
Zareth, but
I don't know what you're talking about. It looks like a proper revelry if you think about it, really.
I love it.
I'm missing 2
These are
tokens.
happy people.
Exactly. What they are not just as happy, but what they are is honest, true people.
we
Truth,
should
the
Powerful
just
truest
fight
part of
statement.
Earthy.
themselves, after all.
Wonder if they have a leader or if they are like a collective.
Eh,
Just
It just looks like
fix
a
these
town to
tokens.
me.
So are the streets paved in
exactly.
any way? Or is it just dirt roads kind of with like huts and things?
It's dirt roads. Well,
The
there's some
buildings have
stone.
any similar style to Grenstall, or is it kind of its own thing going on
It's
here?
definitely its own thing. Grinstall at least has like stone. Like Grinstall is more of a town, a bigger town. Bonk Village is more of a big village.
Hmm.
Are there any buildings like that are 2 stories or bigger?
No.
Okay. Like maybe go for that's would probably be an important building to I don't see any.
How many are there like people wandering around? What
Oh
time of the
yeah.
day is it? Is
There's
it like
there's
the
lots of
morning?
people out and about. Some partying, some drinking, some just kind of sitting in chairs, like in circles, just talking to each other. Also
It's the
drinking.
morning, right? It's
Yes.
the morning.
Well, it's probably midday by now because we were up on a hill and it was morning. Oh, it
Oh no,
was in the
Well,
you,
we
distance.
walked
So.
through the night, right? Did it
yeah.
showed
Yeah.
up in the?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing a token. Opal.
So Cha will try to politely walk up to a passerby who is not a child, by the way, and just ask cordially, "Pardon, would you happen to know the direction of an inn for rest and respite?"
What language do you speak?
He speaks Common,
These can't infernal.
Infernal, and I believe Undercommon. And did I pick? I don't know if I picked another language than that.
Oh, one of my mods broke. Damn it. So he says something in the language you don't really understand.
Whoops.
Hmm.
Just this orcish individual. Smells of alcohol and meat.
Okay, he's gonna sign. He's gonna sign language. Like he's gonna put his hands together, like fold his hands, then tilt his head to the side, and then pretend to be asleep on his hands and go, and then look like gesture, like expectantly back at the person, and then sort of hold his hands up, lift his shoulders up, raise his eyebrows up, and be like, "Ah,
Give me a performance.
sure."
Ah.
That's okay.
So he holds up a finger, gets up out of like a chair. He's maybe like just chit chatting with somebody, just sitting on a chair, and he walks into a nearby house. And there's a couple of minutes, and then he comes back out, and he hands you a pillow, and he pats you on the shoulder, and sits back down and goes back to talking to his buddies.
Shaw very
Not so
respectfully,
cute.
like holds his folded hands together, kind of bows at him and nods and holds the pillow under his arm and continues on with the with the child's
What's
like,
the
I tried.
what's the condition of that pillowcase?
Yeah, good question. What is the
Used.
used? Okay.
Hmm.
Child's like, this is one of the greatest gifts I've ever been given by a total random stranger who I could not even speak with. That was a
It
successful
was a
piece of
very kind
communication,
gesture.
right? I mean, total
It was a very
stranger,
kind gesture.
reeking of alcohol, sees a tiefling in need, supplies a pillow. I mean, we could literally just go in an alleyway and sleep, so maybe that's what people do here.
There's got to be somewhere where visitors stay.
Well, let's keep wandering, I guess.
I suppose. And Neavara sort of hems and haws about it.
Have you
And
got
then
any better
she's like,
idea?
Actually, not much better than what Shaw did, but I will try it again with slightly more specificity and a hair bit more patheticness that comes being associated with being a younger woman out on.
Can't go wrong
Um,
there.
Correct. It rarely does, and you will be shocked at the amount of places that it can get you.
I believe it. Hey, I should
Yeah,
try that.
some you don't want
Try
to
doing
be
it
in.
as a woman sometimes. I have the ability.
Yeah, I think it'd be funny. I think it might go a little bit better with how you present yourself sometimes.
Sure.
One way of hiding from your parents.
Really?
Ooh, not a bad idea.
So, Inanna is going to go forward, and she's actually going to try with a handful, like a pigeon of thieves' cant. The symbol, like the symbol for like a house, right? Two hands up, built with two hands side by side, and then cutting a line over top of it, miming sleeping again, and then like putting her hand underneath where she'd like made that sort of roof with her hands. It's much harder to describe it in person. I'm using
I
my
can
hands
see
and
it.
you guys can't see them.
I can see it. Nope, I can see it in my head.
So she's trying to demonstrate with her
Well
hands not
done,
just the
well
act of
done.
sleeping, but also what
Being in a
an
place.
abode to sleep inside. And ending with a question mark.
And you're
Um,
just trying to do this to like a random person again.
to York, I think, and his buddies.
The same person.
Hmm.
So Kozik, with your comprehend
Nice.
languages, the guy who's just chit chatting with his buddies, he's just like, tourists, am I right? Can't even supply their own pillows.
I'll have to mention that to Shaw. Like, I guess they really did just want to give you a pillow. I think we should have brought our own. Well,
maybe
bedroll.
they don't have inns around here. Maybe they just sleep wherever they want because it's
I
so
think if we
free.
keep wandering, we're gonna find something.
Maybe.
Also, Nivar, give me
Let's
a
just go down
performance.
the main road here.
Nice.
With like the universal symbol for like where, like gesturing about at the end of that.
Where? Yeah.
So the guy kind of just points down the street, and Kozik would hear him. Like you guys wouldn't know what he's saying, but he's speaking to you guys. Oh, I guess at this point he's speaking at you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go down that street. Maybe a couple of houses. Maybe let's see. There's a few people over there. They have open rooms.
I'd say, yeah, it seems like if we keep going down the street, we might find somewhere to lodge. But he didn't really say an inn. Just kind of said there might be some rooms for rent.
Hmm. Well done, Inanna. I'm taking notes.
Inanna gives the orc
By
a
the
big
way,
ol' thumbs
ask
up.
them about the person we're trying to find. What was his name?
Oh right. Were we supposed to keep that on the down low, or was it was okay to just throw that name around?
I mean,
Wait,
he's
whose
having us
name?
look for somebody.
Oh,
Do you remember back in Grinstall when we had the town meeting with the uh
mayor. I
Mayor.
don't think
mayor?
he's in Bonk Village though. I
Oh,
believe
yeah,
that
yeah,
he's
yeah.
in the city past Chronosis.
No, there were two people. One of them is past Chronosis, one of them is here.
Oh,
Right. That's right. What was
fuck!
his
I don't
name
remember
again?
his name.
We kept pushing
If I
for
The only name I remember is Erg Gergen.
Erg Gergen.
That's
That's
it.
the one.
That's the
If I
one.
But if I remember correctly, we
Zed speaks.
if I remember correctly, we decided that we wanted to go to Bonk Village. I think the guy that we were looking for the mayor in Grinstall was in Chronosis.
He's in
We're in the
Chronosis.
Sorrow
Right.
City. Yeah, one of
And
those two
then
places.
We're just here to party.
And we were
Yeah.
yeah, we
looking
were
for
just
the
stop I think
fancy
we were
man
just
as
deciding
well.
to
We were just
go
having
to
fun.
Bonk Village because it was on the way.
And we heard about it like months ago,
Way
slash
long
weeks
ago, yeah.
ago, slash a year and a half ago.
Well, maybe we could
Depending
sleep
on
in the
you.
day and party in the night, but I'd love some sleep.
Sleep all day.
Uh is there a like a
Also,
goblin walking around anywhere?
oh, there's several. Inanna, can you roll me a d20 again?
Sure, just a random.
Yep, just d20. Okay.
Nice.
I bring that up because of exhaustion.
Right.
Oh,
Then we get
disadvantage.
disadvantage on checks, right? Which
Skill
checks
checks.
were they? They all checks? Gotcha.
But it's fine, because your lowest was a 16.
Inanna gives the orc a big ol' thumbs up, and then
Which I should have done
shrugs.
that.
If there's places down
Cha.
that way, I think we
Yeah.
should head over that way.
I think so too.
Yeah, let's go.
Rock
Ch-
on.
Zed, you going to use your goblinoid to talk?
Yeah, I was gonna. So if there's goblins around, I would probably look to one and like reiterate kind of some of the questions that we're asking about trying to find a place to sleep, and see if see if this goblin confirms that we're in the right direction or we're going the right direction.
So you pull aside. Let's see. Roll me a d20. I'm basically just figuring out high or low. High. So you see a couple of goblins, and they're just kind of hanging out. They seem like they're leaning against the wall. They're real smooth. They're real cool. They're leaning. They're like smoking something, and they eye you coming by. and you're asking for a place to stay.
Yeah, just basically. All right, fellas. We've been traveling all night. Heard that this is the place to be. However, is there anywhere that we might be able to get a bit of rest before we jump in and start the party?
Hey, boys, look at this square. He flicks the cigarette away like a cool guy, and he walks up to you with a poise and stance that is befitting of the coolest cats in all the village. Yeah, we know a place. What of it? What are you gonna give us if we tell you where, huh, Square? It's almost like they're
Oh,
snapping their
let's
fingers when
talk
they
to
walk up to
somebody
you.
else.
Are they the Jets or the Sharks?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I was just teaching one of my students what a square was. When you're talking to a person, like what? What?
You're a jet. You're a jet all the way.
Uh,
From your first cigarette to your last.
um, so Zed's he's not gonna reach into his pocket, but he'll kind of hold, almost like Jack Sparrow esque. He's kind of has is holding his hands like up a bit, just kind of being a bit distracting, and then all of a sudden he's just gonna kind of what seems to be just kind of materialize a coin in one hand, and he's kind of shuffling it between his fingers and his knuckles, and he'll flick it from one hand to the next, and he'll catch it. Um, and he'll kind of
He's
like look
matching
down at
their
the goblin
cool.
to see if he's like watching the coin or if he's just doesn't really care.
Give me an insight.
He's matching the cool. Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Very nice. Sid.
Well, another D20 though.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh shucks, right.
Oh right, we're EP. Never
Damn it.
mind.
Oh,
Oh,
the, the side effect of exhaustion.
that's so cool.
mm,
You
Drop the
are
coin.
well, this is just the insight. You can't really tell. Like the snapping of their fingers and their like stepping forward is almost like perfectly in sync with each other. They move and glide like a fully trained unit. And there's like 3 of them.
Okay, um so he catches the coin, and he kind of glances down, and he sees that they're moving in unison, and there's just like a unit, is well versed, well practiced. Um so Zed's just gonna kind of with his other hand that he just flicked the coin from, he's gonna snap once, really crisp, clean, and loud. "Aye, fellow company, let's show 'em what we're all about. Ready?
What?
A three, two,
Ready.
one."
Thunderwave.
Nuh-uh.
yeah,
Fireball.
do it. Chaw's gonna do a bunch of backflips and start shooting his staff around and really, amazing.
Hey,
So
Khalees.
so
Hello,
OOC,
hello.
we can all do what you think would be right, but Zed's intention with this is to try and get all of us to just kind of like very much Jets versus Sharks. Like they're kind of walking up, snapping, and I was just kind of gonna get everyone to corral behind, and we are kind of gonna do the same, like get in formation and all this. But he says it so confidently that he just expects everyone to just do what he's imagining. And then I can only picture like Chaz like flipping around and just like like
Yep.
essentially we're all doing completely different shit that makes us not look like we're in unison whatsoever.
I
The ideal.
imagine Opal's just like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, Opal's probably like Well, you know what, Opal, give me a an insight check. And with disadvantage on the count. Oh wait, you don't have the exhaustion. Normal insight check.
15.
For a minute, you're
Is
just
that
like, is this some kind of weird like mating ritual? But you're like, no, no, no. There's everybody. It's almost like everybody's like puffing out their chest and trying to show off, just in a really unusual and unorthodox method. You know, an
Zed's gonna
encounter
he's
like
gonna
this, Kuth would have fucking loved.
he's gonna grab his jacket just right under the kind of lapels of his collar, and he's gonna pop it forward to where his collar pops up, and then Zed's just gonna start dancing.
Yeah,
Like
Charlie
like
totally gonna follow
very
that
much
lead. He loves
very much
dancing.
challenging, like a dance battle. Like he's doing a spin,
Dance
kind of
off.
like keeping eye contact, and he'll point, and he'll just kind of do the like come at me, bro, sort of like fingers, like, and then he'll stop, just kind of like pause in a pose, just kind of wait for this guy to respond. That checks.
Yeah.
Roll me one more d20.
Okay.
7, okay. Would you like to use an inspiration to?
I think it's funny if we don't.
Your pick.
Appropriate.
Perfectly fine with saving the inspiration.
Okay. So you do your dance moves, and you know, like in some of those older movies, like right when the main character's about to do something, like a truck rolls by and it like splashes water on them, and it just like completely ruins them. So you do your dance moves, and then you point at them at that exact moment. Like, let's see, what would be the most embarrassing portion? I'd say like a couple of dogs run by and just like get between your, like there's a dog chasing the cat and it runs by and it catches you under your legs, and you like
Picturing,
slip and fumble, and like maybe the leash catches onto your like your coat a little bit and kind of tugs you off to the side.
I'm picturing, so with I just glanced at the background picture that we have. If it's anything like this, just Zed's getting way too into it. He's not paying attention about what's around him, and he's just like spinning and dancing and stepping and just falls into this like creek that's probably just going through the town.
Or mud puddle or something.
And this is like right after you do like the point at him.
It's like I point and I go to like step in place to just like have a pose, and that plant foot just kind of slips off the edge. I just kind of awkwardly tumble into the water.
And at
Probably
that point,
splashing around a bit, not realizing if he can stand up or not.
the three of them, like they're kind of in a triangular formation. So the two of them, they like do like the arm, like the wave with their arms, one to the other, and then they do like a Michael Jackson spin, and each point to the one in front of them, who whips out like a lute, and he swings it around, kind of maybe is conveying that he may be of the musical talents, but he doesn't play it. He like whips out a lute and just like does a power like jumps, runs forward, jumps, slides like knees on the ground, and does like a power slide just as you fall in. And he stops at the edge of the water and then stands up and then points to his two buddies. Then they stop, they spin again. They all pivot on their heels, snap their fingers, toss their smokes to the side, and say, "Let's go, boys. Not even worth our time." And you can see them start to disappear into the crowd with eventually only the sounds of their snapping fingers.
Those guys were cool. They said that we weren't worth their time.
It dissed us, Kozik.
Wow.
That was a diss.
I feel like I've been
Oh,
served.
it's all
Man,
right.
we
It
need to
doesn't
work on
matter.
that, you guys. We failed hard.
I'm certain
Hey,
that
that
if
was
we
a
had some
that was
sleep, we
good.
would have
Zed,
done
I
great.
liked your approach though, Zed. It was very confident. We just need to have a plan next time.
Yeah. Zed's just climbing out of this creek or
Quote unquote creek. We know
What
what that is.
was that? If I might ask.
It was a dance battle.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily call it a battle as much as a massacre, perhaps.
Yeah,
You good,
we
Zedrin?
failed hard.
We were
Gosh.
oh
attacked.
yeah, these guys can't even handle a I'm fine.
Y-
Yeah, I'm all right.
But we'll do better next time.
We will. Good news is that we don't have to see them next time because we're going to keep going down this street to where that orc guy was telling us that we could go.
It's because we're so sleepy. That's why. That's what happened.
You
That's
know,
right.
yeah, I will accept that. This explanation.
Yeah.
And then she sort of scratches her face and she's like, "Listen, goblins. I don't know, man. I am curious though, Cedrin.
Yeah.
Where did you learn to speak Goblin?
We just always ran into him. Honestly, some of the best folks to actually do business with if you're trying to do business um with goods that maybe belong to other folks.
Tracks.
And at that point, a somewhat younger looking orcish individuals, pretty common clothing. They don't really reek of ale or alcohol. They walk up to Zed with what looks like a little pack that looks like it has like a red cross on it. And he walks up to Zed and goes, and only Kozik would really understand it because they're. Let me check something.
Oh yeah.
You can speak orc. Well, I'll look into it in a second. But you hear them say, "Ah, it's a good thing you fell in the water because it sounded like there was a major burn over here." And he's like opening his pack and like trying to like look over Zed to look for any like maybe wounds or scars or something. Hey, you rolled in that one. Lasting effects.
Is he joking, Zed? Is this a sick joke?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's insulting us or not. I'll do an insight check to see if this person's insulting how badly we failed at our dance off.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, he's basically
Oh, I
saying,
gotta do it.
yeah, twice. He's basically saying,
Gotta do it
I,
twice.
I got word from some goblins that some fella got a serious
What?
burn. He's not insulting because just sort of looking at him, it looks like he's maybe some kind of like medical team or medical
Oh.
staff.
So Cha is very confident. He's like, no, he's not dissing us. Actually, is worried about whether Zed hurt himself.
Only our pride was burned.
Zed, I guess Zed's gonna kind of just like looking around, and if he gets that gist from Cha, he's gonna just dive right back in. Oh, yeah, it's I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make it, mate. Honestly, the best thing that might just the only thing actually that could probably at least keep me here is just a good rest somewhere here in town, which you might be aware of that location.
Subtle.
Like he's got the
Common and
back of
orc.
his
Okay,
hand just kind of like on
so
his
it's a different
forehead.
language.
It's very woe is me.
Well, you're speaking in goblinoid.
Um, At this point, probably common. I think Zed might just have given up on Goblin for right now.
Hmm.
Because yeah, they'd be able to understand Goblinoid on account of who lives in this town. All right, so he seems to not really understand what you're saying, so he keeps trying to like help you out of the water.
Uh,
Okay.
Right? Yeah. I'm yeah. Zed's just kind of doing one of those like looking at him. Eyes are open. He's kind of moving his head around a little just to be like, so
Gonna do a map check. No signs of burns. Oh, those troublemakers. And at that point, and this is only what Kozik can understand,
I'm listening.
but and he's saying this as he's putting all the medical equipment back in back in his little pack. Well, you take care of yourself and dry off, sir. And at that point, I'd say passive perception is enough for most people. You can almost, it's like you hear this like faint beeping sound coming from like a little wristband on this guy. And he kind of looks up to the sky and exhales deeply. Medic's job is never done. And he gets up and he pats Zed on the shoulder a couple times and disappears into the crowd.
Have a magic wristband?
you didn't
Zed,
even fix my burns.
What
Zed, were
is
you
that
speaking
thing?
common? Why were you speaking common to him? Everybody here seems to speak something else.
You don't know it.
Were you embarrassed?
The medical
No.
staff is always busy here.
Cha holds out a piece
All
of
right,
horse
let's
jerky
keep
to Zed. Want a piece of jerky, Zed?
Chaw's instant remedy for any situation. Killed your child? Horse jerky. Awkward conversation? Horse jerky.
Horse jerky.
Fail an epic dance off in a goblin village. Horse jerky.
Exactly.
Cha puts a hand on Zed's shoulder. It's all right, buddy. You've had a rough day, You got horrifyingly paralyzed by undead creatures.
Well,
Got served.
I did actually get burned, but not here.
Right. Yep. By
Have
a
you not actually treated those
horrifying
burns yet?
disembodied dragon.
No, sorry, actually, help it. For the most bit, I thought that's what that fellow was talking about.
Oh.
Oh, that would have been sweet of him, but no, I imagine that it's just a pride thing.
Yeah, I think it was figurative burning.
I mean, if what they're looking for is a sense of respectability, I mean,
I think we should stalk them in the night and middle of the night hold daggers to their throats and then
There's Cha.
wake them
Who's
up
cool now?
slowly. What?
Wait, who are we stalking?
Right? We do that. We say that. We have like daggers on them. We say,
Why?
"Who's cool now?"
Yeah,
uh
right.
Guy.
Oh,
Just
those
like that.
guys.
huh.
Okay,
Be like, hey, who's serving who?
those guys.
Have
I
some.
think
We'll
we
all come up with some cool,
I'll have
say we should
one-liners.
just leave
We'll have,
them
we'll have
alone.
sorry. We'll have sorry.
Maybe.
Get ready to throw a fireball. It's like, oh,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she'll
who
like
got
hold her
burned this
necklace.
time?
She'll like swing
Fireball.
her necklace in
Yeah, I
front of
think I'm
them.
gonna stay out of it.
Oh, Come on, it's just a little
Kozik,
bit of
give us the
fun.
Kozik. You're the king of one-liners. What would be a good one-liner if you were like really like, letting somebody know that you had all the power over them?
Say, ain't the ancient dwarven phrase, "Hasta la vista, baby."
Beautiful.
Wow, that's brilliant.
Very
Works every
succinct.
time.
No, you got a good one-liner for if you were just really, just like really rubbing in how much you were totally dominating someone. Really, really like a lot.
I'd say that I hope they did better next time, but there won't be one. Yes.
Ooh,
That's a funny one.
oh, that's cold. Nice.
And then she
I'd be
sort of was
like,
like,
dance your way out of this one.
"Where's your buddies now? Oh no, they're over there. Also not helping you. Band's not getting back together."
Cool can't
Aye.
beat hot, baby.
You can dance if you want to, but you're about to leave your friends behind.
Ooh, that's pretty straightforward, but it has a certain ring to it. It's like you're literally stating what's happening, but it's like,
I thought when you
right?
when you were asking Kozik, you were like, Kozik, what would you say? What's a one-liner that you would say if you were just like, you know, overpowering someone? And I just pictured Kozik being like, I'm overpowering you right now.
I could
Just
see
very
that possibly
direct.
too.
I'm gonna quote
I'm
Kozik saying
intimidating
that,
you with my
but Zed
eyes.
saying that Kozik said that.
Hmm. Let's
Zed
see.
said
Well, shall we
Kozik
get a
said,
place to crash
I'm
for a bit?
dominating you.
I'd like to find a place to sleep for a bit.
I'm
This
gonna
is
be like, Kozik, please say this line that Zed said that
getting
you
a little
would
punchy
say.
around here.
Please say, I'm dominating you, but in Kozik's fashion.
Oh, leave the poor fella alone.
All right. So you're looking for
Kozik doesn't even
location?
respond.
Huh? Yeah.
Looking for what? We're looking for a place to stay, catch a little sleep.
So you pretty much make your way to where the dude pointed. It's for the most part that there's not really a lot of difference in the area. I mean, other than different colored houses, slightly different architecture per house, but still there's still enough uniformity to be like, yeah, it was still done by, you know, relatively similar building planning. Um, and yeah, you come to one or two it's a little bit of a slightly more open area. Um, but there's a few houses that seem like their doors are just open and there's like signs hanging above the doors and the signs are written in comprehend language. Does it let you read languages or is it just spoken?
Well,
Let me check.
the Dark Lady has also blessed me with a certain eldritch invocation that I can read all
Oh, that's
writing.
right.
An eldritch
It's so
invocation.
surprising that a
Mhm.
town so close to Grenstall would have a completely different language and people couldn't understand common.
They're proud
I'm-
people, I guess.
I mean, we are 2 days away from Grenstall. Like, that's
Not that
You
far.
also
significant.
understand any written language that you can see, but must be touched on the
Oh,
surface
good
on
deal.
which the words are written. I'll just double check and comprehend languages. But you also have the
Okay.
invocation.
It just says you can read all writing.
Yeah.
None.
So you
No
read the signs
restriction.
and it says in, and then there's like question marks.
Huh. Is it a pun? Is it like
Question mark.
no, I understand. They're a curious folk, these orcish folk. This is written as an in, but like a question. We might
Well,
as well
they're
try
not
here.
sure. I'm not sure I want to
Oh
go
wow,
there.
that it's like maybe they're just really sarcastic.
And mind you, the whole time of walking down here, you would have come across many, many people, inebriated folks, many party animals, probably one or two people just like walking off behind a house and like peeing in a bush, stuff like that.
But we said there were a couple of houses that look like they might be inns. What's the other sign say? That doesn't question itself.
Another inn? Question mark? Question mark?
Oh, this sign presupposes the existence of another in. Wow. Okay. The orcs are very postmodern.
And the third one, and there's like a third sign that just says better than that one, and then inn.
Nice.
Well, shall we try the third one? It says it's the best of all.
Might also have higher prices than all of them.
I think the price index in Bonk Village might be somewhat low.
Maybe higher cost would be good for us since we're so wiped out.
That's fair.
Well,
Like maybe they have showers.
Yeah, let's
well,
go to the nice one.
Mm.
If
let's
any
go
of them
find
look
out.
nicer.
So you go to the better than that guy's inn.
Better than the other ones, yeah.
Better than that one.
That one, yeah.
The
So
BTO.
the doors are pretty much open for all of these houses. They basically just look like houses. Uh, it's funny. Um, and you walk in, and it's just like basically just like a somewhat open living room. Looks like tables and chairs have been moved behind like a counter, a somewhat post addition piece of furniture, i.e., a counter. And it's not even really a counter, honestly. It's more like a long table. Um, but you walk up to it, and there is an pretty young looking orcish woman. Her hair's tied into like buns. She's looking down, just kind of just looks like she has like a drink at her side, and she's doing some like puzzles or something. And she looks up at you. Oh, hey there.
Well, speak common?
I mean, yeah.
Oh well, pardon me. So do I. Um, Good day. We're looking for lodging. We are a group of several travelers, and we're quite tired. What are the rates here?
5 silver a night.
Silver.
Wow.
Quite a bargain.
A bargain.
That it is. It's better than that other place.
Cha whispers in Sari's ear.
That's what we hear.
It's a bargain for a rich noble like him.
Yes, it sounds like a lot to me.
Well, we'll probably need at least 2 rooms. Can you accommodate that?
Let me check. And she reaches under the count. Like it imagine it's like a table, but they've filled in the space under it so you can't like see behind it. So like if I guess the better description would be like imagine the flipped over table that they added another side to it. Yeah, let me take a look here. Let's see. We got 4 rooms, and you said you needed how many? 2?
2 seems right, doesn't it? Yes.
Don't all want to sleep in the same room?
2 sounds
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, two rooms room.
Eyes of the innkeeper.
Huh?
Yes, the
Yeah,
bardic.
because of between poor and modest. Yeah, I did that right. That's about pricing.
Will be 10 silver.
Yep. That works out.
Right. Right. I think I'll have this one covered. Out my.
Oh no, me, Kozik. You've done a lot lately. Let me cover it. My treat.
I bow in deference to your generosity, sir. Thank you.
Excellent. I will cover that 1 gold. It's 1 gold basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works out.
Okay.
in my-
So she takes the gold and hands you 2 keys, and then points behind her. The 2 doors on the left.
Cha hands a key to Inanna.
She'll take it and then sort of pocket it, and then she's like, "Okay, I think it's sorry, Opal and myself, unless someone else wants to join."
I think that's a
One
good
room for the
setup.
boys.
I will say, it does seem funny that all the weird stuff happens in your guys' rooms.
And only ever happens in
What?
people's rooms.
The
You're just
teddy
better at
bear
hiding the weird
thing.
stuff that happens in your rooms.
I am
Sure
the
we
weird
are.
stuff that happens in my room. I'm sorry, that was too easy.
We are possessed of a certain kind of masculine magnetism that maybe it does draw strange occurrences to us.
It's
Oh,
because of Kozik's
possessed.
banana.
I would say possessed by
Uh,
something. Masculine magnetism. Marn magnetism, perhaps.
Oh no,
Yes.
tremble.
We need to take care of that son of a bitch. Still. Lady Miriam is sure taking her time getting back to us about where the hell that sucker is.
All in good time. Nope.
I ask if there's a
Thinking.
continental breakfast or any sort of food provided in the morning or at any time of day.
Well, we have we got breakfast, we got lunch slash dinner. I make it myself, so it's pretty much well, I guess really one or the other.
You have
Ooh,
goblin bagels.
what's for lunch?
Lunch slash dinner. Well, I got some meats in, so I'm gonna throw those in a pot and make some stew.
We have breakfast covered, you guys, but dinner or lunch.
We'll have to see what this city can provide.
We have
I
a coin.
have a
Oh,
feeling
well,
that
that's
much booze. That's what the city will provide.
I've become so jaded on this gem. I never thought it would happen.
On the
But I
coin?
suppose you're right. Indeed, the coin.
Jaded? Because you can have anything you want?
Oh, I just want to eat whatever slop these common people have. But okay, you're right. We can have something nice.
Kozik, I think I've just seen my first shred of humility in you. You have
I don't know
finally
what you've
become
seen, sir.
you've finally become disgusted with excess wealth. I'm so impressed. I'm like, wow.
Call it what you will.
I'm gonna tell Elistre all about this tonight. She's gonna love it. Oh man. Phew.
Wow. Well, okay, I guess we should retire to the rooms if we actually want to beat the exhaustion.
That sounds great.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
a long
Oh,
night's sleep sounds wonderful.
innkeeper, what is your name?
Maria.
Aria? Ar- would you happen to have any bathing facilities here? Chance?
Yeah, there's one wash tub in per room.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sweet. Dibs.
Yes. Of course.
Really? Zed's gonna sopping wet. Zed's just kind of like has his hands out to his side, like
Okay, you're right. You should go first. I don't mind sloppy seconds.
I'm going to the room. Sorry, Opal.
Yeah, I'm following you.
Yeah, I'm ready to
And
sleep.
what time is it? I asked the innkeeper.
Uh, somewhere time either when food is or time of day.
Goodness. About based on where the sun is in the sky. What time is it?
Based on the smell of alcohol in the air and how loud they're being, it's probably around noon.
Excellent. Will you wake us up in the early evening? Will you give us a wake up knock?
Yeah, I could do that.
Great. In case we oversleep. We'd love to partake in the nightlife.
I highly doubt you'll really miss it.
Enjoy it. Oh.
Really? I thought you were famous for your nightlife here.
Not when you live here.
Mm.
Aha.
That's pretty true of anywhere, isn't it? Like all
Why?
the stuff that everybody wants to do, like, but you live there, you're kind of like, done
When
it
you
so
have to
many
live with something
times.
every day, the magic dies with it.
Um, Maria, as a more generalized question, what languages are broadly spoken? Obviously, Orcish and Goblin, but is like Undercommon a language here at all?
I'm sure there's some people that speak it.
Are the main languages really or just Orcish and Goblin?
Yeah, for the most part, it's a party town. They use a party language.
Fair enough.
Party language.
Nice.
Indeed. Well, I can read it but not speak it. Madam. Excellent. Well, yeah, let's retire back to the rooms.
Uh, Well, one thing, what is the premier party place in town if you happen to be interested in the nightlife here?
Probably around the mayor's house.
Ah, mayor.
Oh,
Okay, the mayor's house. Is
And
the mayor like
they throw up quotation fingers when they say
right?
mayor.
I was
That's what
going to
I
say
was
under
wondering.
house or mayor.
Well,
Village
now we know how the
elder?
mayor.
She kind of
Mhm.
shrugs.
Now we know how the mayor feels about music after 10. You know.
Well, we sure were given some misinformation.
Well, tourism, apparently. I don't know if it's necessarily misinformation as much as not fully true information. From a certain point of view, it might be true.
Oh,
It was basically a couple of roving goblins that told us that Bonk Village was the place to party. Like that was the information.
Well, they must have had a good time.
Oh, should we? Kind of. Should we? Kind of a serious question, but should we ask her about that weird cult? Does that have anything to do with anything?
Oh, that's pretty heavy.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
We might ask if anyone's gone missing rather than just open up with such a heavy topic.
About the
Oh, you mean the
cult.
colt from the cave?
right. It's only a couple days away. They could be around here. There could be agents or something. Hey, did they dress a certain way? Was there some? Did they have a specific markings?
There was
Yes.
the hellish sigil that they all bore, right?
Ah, right. And it was
Um,
Was it infernal, Dungeon Master? Was
yeah,
it
I
an
think so.
infernal symbol? They had some kind of infernal thing going on.
You
Yeah.
mean the skull with the tentacles wrapped around it?
Oh, so it was the quadrupod. Okay, let's keep an eye out for that symbol on anybody's clothing or hey, a couple of us speak thieves' cant. We can keep an eye out for it because the part of thieves' camp is leaving symbols around, so that other thieves know a cool place to
Hmm.
steal from. So we'll keep an eye out for that symbol too, you guys, right?
Right. Right. Yeah. I'll ask the innkeeper later. Tired.
Yeah, we should be careful who we ask too. We could we
Hmm?
could be targeted.
Marius seems cool.
I know, thank
Seems
you.
cool.
We're all having this conversation right in front of her.
I love that. I love that.
And
All right.
then,
What about
and on a,
hey Maria? What about the cult? There's a war going on between the kobolds and the goblins, and some of them are involved in some pretty heavy religious stuff. Do you know anything about that?
Nope. But like we like to say here,
Inside check.
leave your shit at the door, 'cause we got plenty of shit we gotta clean up here from all the damn tourism.
All
yeah,
right,
that's
all
fair.
right. Thank you very
Has any
much.
local, have any locals gone missing?
Locals going missing, not that I know of.
Hmm. I see. Well, that's good to hear at least.
Inside check.
With disadvantage.
All right.
Bullet.
Well,
Rrr.
You
Seems like she's
ever
telling the
get
truth.
okay.
any visitors from Grenstall?
Grinstall.
Wait, it's just a couple of days away.
Not that I can think of. Nope.
Hmm.
That's strange.
Oh,
It could be
sorry,
the
I made her
undead.
mad.
It could be the undead bone creatures that lie along the path that maybe steers people away. Have you heard about those, Maria?
Nope. But there's undead shit everywhere. That's why I prefer to
Really?
stay in town.
It's just a
Well,
common
there's
thing?
there's lots of crap and junk and garbage out there. That's why
Yeah.
adventurers go out there and deal with it, not me.
I mean, I don't think it's
She's not
supposed to be
wrong.
normal for undead things to just be hanging around in the ground. That's it.
She quirks a brow.
I
You must
mean,
be
where
new
else is the
here.
dead
Mate,
stuff?
mate, that's actually pretty much
Where else?
the only normal place, you know, dead and undead typically are buried in the ground.
Yeah.
Zed, you know what I mean.
Sorry,
Jeez.
we should probably get some sleep.
Yeah, I think
Hmm.
our
Not making
minds might
sense,
work
are we?
better after we've had a little sleep. It would make a little more sense
I
to
th-
ourselves.
yeah, I think all of you are becoming slightly delusional as time goes on.
Sure enough. We think we're all like the kings of dance, the lords of dance around here. Like we've got
If it
20
were
million
not
gold
for me
piece
being
legs.
here, If it were not for me being here, I'm fairly certain all of you would believe that encounter you had with that gang on the bridge was not but a sleep-deprived delusion.
Oh, Maria. I actually do have
Creepy.
one more check. I ask. Have you seen any drow pass through?
Good question.
What the hell's a drow?
Huh?
Dark-skinned elf. Purple skin, white hair.
Fucking horrible.
Nope. I haven't seen any of those. I've seen elves.
Oh, yeah, you're
Hmm.
looking at one.
You know anyone named Big Steve?
Big Steve, Big Steve. Oh yeah, Big Steve. I know that guy.
Oh? Inanna is maybe a little pink. What have you heard?
I heard he was brutally murdered in some cave or something nearby. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of people named Big Steve, so I'm sure that wasn't him.
Must be a different guy. Must be a different fellow.
Sure.
Mm,
He's our
see.
friend.
Oh?
Inanna sort of looks at Koza like, oh, is he?
Well, was a long time ago, right?
Rest in peace, Big Steve.
Oh, how long ago?
Ways back. Few
Give
months.
me a
He was
deception with disadvantage.
Getting really tired.
I'm
Oh,
not just. Am I
hi Maria. It's been
am I
quite a
dissembling?
pleasure.
Appreciate
Come
the room.
on,
Thank
big
you
money.
so much.
Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good for disadvantage. Nice.
Ladies with
Oh
us.
no.
Huh.
Oh no, you both got 16, but they might have some bonuses.
Well, the 16 that Cubed rolled was if he knew
Or
Big
something
Steve, I'm
else.
pretty sure.
Oh, gotcha.
Inanna snaps her fingers as she's like, oh, right. That rather large goblin. I remember the one that was being talked about. Oh, he died. That's horrible.
Yeah, it's a
May have.
shame. He had so much going for him.
Mm.
What did he have going for him?
Well,
Inanna looks at Cedric.
Sorry,
He's our
I'm
friend.
tired.
My God.
well, I mean, last I heard, he just had a youngin come through. Sounded like he was falling on hard times, just looking for anything to make some coin, some money. Last I heard, he left old Bonk to look for a way to support his family. Haven't heard from him since though. And then next thing I hear, he was brutally murdered.
Out in the forest. Oh yes.
That's
I
really
wish he would have
tragic.
reached out. You know, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, it's a shame. I wonder how the family's doing.
Do you happen to know where they live? We never were on those kind of terms where I knew where his residence was.
Hi, we go take care of them as well.
Yeah, we should
He'd
go
go
pay
take
them
care
a
of his
visit.
family.
I mean, last I heard, they were all moving to that town you said, Grimstall. Grimstall.
Friends.
Yeah.
Oh, Big
Well,
Steve's
perhaps
family's moving
we'll
to
run into
Grinstall.
them.
I mean, they
I'm
haven't
not
been
sure
here
who-
for a couple of, I want to say a year or two.
Hmm.
Oh,
Well, may they thrive. Hope
I
they're
sure
doing
hope
well.
so. Being a widow with a kid, not easy out there.
And a
Yeah.
goblin, above all of that too.
Yeah, I hear the rest of the world is not so welcoming to the goblin types.
Well,
There's
okay,
a
good
war going
night.
on. It'd be a shame if they ran into. Sorry, I should probably get some sleep.
Let's go to bed. Chow grabs Zed's arm and just
Good fun. I'm glad you're
pulls him away.
Come on, stop pushing this conversation further. We're done. You
And
guys are
Anna
going to bed. You clearly need it.
is speed walking herself to the bedroom now. She is embarrassed. She's like, Kozak.
You're not used to this yet, Miavara.
No harm done.
Not used to what?
Dealing with Koza and his eccentricities.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Fuck. Am I
Is
quiet?
he,
Mhm.
is he eccentric? I don't know why. I just get the idea that he's kind of your classic straight edge normie. But is that not true?
Uh,
What the fuck
to
did you
be
just
more
say?
specific, Cha, even normality taken too far can be an extreme. If somebody's too
Wow.
normal, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
That's some
Perfectly
philosophy.
happy, perfectly fine, in their lane, flourishing. But it can be a bit off-putting, wouldn't you agree? Regardless,
He does have his lady. Like she really really ousts the whole normie bit.
That's true.
So
And
you all
Anna
convening
turns
in one
from
room or splitting into the two immediately?
I
Boys and
imagine you're
girls.
Little boys
boys
and
and
talking in
little
the
girls.
girls.
hallway
Little
I'm
boys,
gonna
little
say
outside the
good
girls.
night. I
doors.
think it's time to sleep. We'll see you in the morning.
Well, yeah, I guess morning at this point still. Never mind.
Eh,
Unless there's something we need to
prob-
talk about before we part.
Also, sorry, it sounds like your mic might have switched. Or you're very far away.
It's switched?
Oh, now you're louder.
Oh, now I'm back by the computer. Is it using my computer mic and not my? Okay, thanks for the heads up.
yes.
So, you split into your room, boys v girls.
I was gonna ask Zed. He's gonna be like, Zed, how you doing, buddy? You okay after? I mean, you've taken some crazy damage and paralyzed and drooling on yourself. You okay?
Yeah, normal day, I guess.
You fell on your ass out there. Talk
Also,
to me, man. I'm your friend.
I'm sure
the
he doesn't want to
boys,
relive it.
give me just a quick perception, but with disadvantage.
Huh.
No problem.
Wow, pretty good stuff.
Okay, just need to check something. So yeah, so since you guys all split into your rooms, each room, like as soon as you cross the threshold, you're just it's kind of nice in here. Like perfect temperature. It looks like a modified bedroom, and this for both groups. But it looks like a modified bedroom that has like they each have like one bed, plenty of space to move around. Imagine like a decent sized hotel room. And for the boys, as you oh yeah, and there's also like a very not not the biggest or the best, but there's like a wash tub in here in each room. But there's no water in them currently. But you see what looks like a some kind of like a crystal or a gem like embedded in the wall just above, just on the one end, but hovered above it, I guess in a sense in the wall. Attachment, as it were. And for the boys, as you cross the threshold, little one just kind of sneezes and then starts chewing on Zed's hair. Anyway, continue.
Oh. Oh my God. The one
Family style.
sneezed. Zed,
I
he's little
well,
one
time for
sneezed
sleep, I
again.
guess. He's gonna dig into his pockets and he's gonna flip a coin up to little one for him to eat.
Hey, little
Meow.
one sneezed. Remember the last time he did that?
Yeah, just yesterday.
Yeah, right before the dragon came. Do you think there's a connection?
So that the little one
Uh,
perceives other greater dragons and sneezes in their presence. Is that what you
are
mean?
you allergic to, to dragons, little one?
I know, I
I
use
mean,
What's
maybe
that
I'm
it's not.
because
allergic?
that's always his answer.
Well, just you get sneezy.
Oh, my nose just tickled.
Mr. Thatcher, what about the little one's burgeoning magic powers? You know anything about that? Seems like all the little one does is eat gold and your hair, and is generally adorable.
That is true. That's 3 for 3.
That's-
Um,
Huh?
well, I asked. I asked. Was it the like Saren if he like recognized little one? And he said no. Kind of curious. I mean, we learned of Kyrie. I
Indeed.
still don't know exactly where he came from, but I don't believe Sarissa knew anything about him. That giant mist dragons. That's kind of where we found him, and yet still don't really know much else about little one's family or anything. So, um,
Hmm. I reach out to try to scratch him behind his little crystalline ear. Say, you're a mystery. The
Thank you.
dragon, I mean, not
Mystery.
Zed.
he just says like, "Oh, mate, thank you."
He's a
That's a
good
mystery
dragon.
too.
Configure scene so you guys can see it.
This is a good dragon. All right. I kind of, I guess so you say there's one bed, is that right?
Yep.
Well, I'll
Hmm.
sleep on the floor. Go for it, whoever wants it.
I'm sleeping in the bed.
I'm jumping in the tub. I'm probably not sleeping in the tub, but I'm gonna get in the tub first.
You could sleep
Are
in the
you
tub,
sure?
but I have to take a bath before you sleep in it.
I'm getting my heavier gear off to get under the covers.
Jesus, that was a heck of a couple of days, you guys. Went through some weird stuff.
I'm already
And,
sleeping.
and what have we unleashed on the world? Possibly. Anyway, I guess we're not supposed to talk about
And
that.
do you say this as you're drifting off to sleep? Herm?
Totally. Yep.
All right. So fellas fall asleep, it sounds like, after
Should we do
bathing.
watches? Should we?
I'm not watching anything. I think Marie
I'm
got
bathing, so let's not talk about watching anything right now.
We're in a medieval fantasy. That doesn't exist at the moment.
Child's gonna meditate with his back to the tub so that he doesn't make Zed uncomfortable.
All right. And then the camera kind of shifts to the ladies' room. if y'all's want to interact with each other.
Hmm.
I'm out. I'm going to sleep. Oh, there's just one bed. I'm fine on the floor.
You sure you're fine on the floor?
Oh yeah, I'm
You
fine on the
you
floor. I
have
can
to
sleep
remember
anywhere.
I don't have to fight sleep. Wasting the bed on me is kind of a fool's errand considering everything.
Oh, that's true. You want to share then, Inanna? Inanna?
Banana.
She already knocked out.
Oh my god.
She's out. All
You
right.
want me to go?
I'm
Oh
going
wait.
out too.
I can
No.
there.
See,
That's all right. We're all going to sleep. It's time to have a long rest.
yep.
Yeah. Opal's just sleeping on the floor.
Quote unquote
And
sleeping.
Anna probably would have put out her bedroll in order to give Sorry the actual bed, considering.
Considering?
Hmm? Yeah, considering your efforts in the fight.
Ah,
And also
right,
you're
but
older than her.
well, yeah, but she's also an elf, so being old doesn't
Yes.
really mean much.
Okay.
In Nyavara's head, age plus that would actually make you basically her direct superior in a sense.
Oh, that Inanna. Taking it all too seriously. You can sleep on the bed as well if you like. I'm fine. I'm just crawling in this side and going to sleep.
Oh, I
Ah,
got way too many beds to myself the first couple weeks of travel. I don't mind it.
all right then. Good night, gals. Sleep well.
Good evening, I suppose, more accurately.
Yeah.
Good
By the
evening.
time you
Yeah.
guys wake up, it'll be
I'm hoping we
nighttime.
sleep straight through to the morning. Or we'll get 12 hours of sleep, which would be grand.
Or we'll wake up at like, I guess, 8 p.m. Like, I believe Zedrin asked us to get a wake-up call at night.
Yep.
Well,
So
what
yeah,
the heck?
that's actually probably my bet.
Oh, for crying out loud.
We
What time is
still
it
have time to
supposed to
catch up,
be?
like noon.
Noon. All right then. That's all right.
Good
So
night. Or, again,
you all lay down for a much needed long rest. And, as you all just kind of, you close your doors, lock them or whatever you do to finally settle in, the feeling of not having to sleep in the dirt or in the mud, in the muck, on rivers, near trees, like it's kind of nice to have that that level of security. And to that extent, sorry, you have wonderful dreams of the Feywild. Reminders of the good
Oh, that sounds
times,
good.
reminders of the youth, but it's both a blessing and a curse because it's also a reminder of your loss. It's a reminder of what
Right.
got you here, what drove you to do what you had to do, who you knew and who is no longer with us. And you can't help but think back to when you were young. And for just whatever reason, you just keep thinking about, the revelation that you've had recently. Revelation?
Right.
Could you call it a revelation? You still haven't really
Yes.
fully fledged out the truth of it all.
Right, but just the idea of it is a revelation.
But you just can't help but think, of in regards to your revelation,
Yeah.
you just kind of can't help but think, like, your parents never actually said in extreme detail who they worked with or who they worked for. That you think about all this and you're just like they never like they
Okay. I
taught
mean,
you
they
everything
did.
that
Well,
they
okay.
knew, but they
Yes,
didn't
they
tell you
did.
everything
Okay.
that they knew. And that might, that might weigh on your thoughts a little bit,
Right.
especially
Right.
all things
Think of
considering
that.
the end result of all of that and the big holes and gaps of information and knowledge that you're experiencing and trying to piece together with very little leads currently.
Yeah.
Inanna, you also have a delicious dream in regards to being not necessarily at that round that table this time. It's just surrounded by darkness, no light, no life, and suddenly spotlights appear, each one depicting the deities that you worship, save for one. And then another set of spotlights, each depicting basically their counter, the I can't think of the word, but because I was trying to write, it's like, what word would it be? Um, basically the polar
Corollary?
opposites of each of them, and you realize that the traveler is not among them.
Hmm. And that's a strange thing to see indeed. Uh, and she's alone in the dark,
Yep, just darkness
except
and
for
like
the
these little
lights.
spotlights highlighting the holy symbols of each deity: the shadow, the fury, devourer. Um, and the rest of the gang. But it's at that point that you just can't help but feel like something in your chest just hurts. It's like, imagine like heartburn, but it's not heartburn. Almost like somebody's just like jabbed like a dagger into your chest and just started twisting, and it hurts. It hurts so much to the point where you keel over just in pain, just gripping your chest, but there's no dagger there, there's no weapon, there's no wound, there's no entry or exit point. It's just pain, and it just kind of feels like something inside of you is churning, but you don't know what this is. It's almost akin to what you would imagine burning from the inside out, but it's not even fire. And then Opal, you in your somewhat not necessarily sleep state, but conked out, not zoned out would be probably a better term for it. You
Daydream.
Yeah, daydream. You can't help but just keep thinking about that certain individual, and you can't help but think about the draconic entities that they knew and how little you know of them.
Hmm.
And you could almost swear that you can hear voices that sound just like that man. Sounds panicked, at some point furious, at some point afraid again, and then panic and and then there's a calm to it, like a sigh of relief. And then another voice kicks in, and it's so thunderous that you can't even make out the words. And at that point, you all are quickly awakened to the sound of a knock at your door.
Mm. There
What
is
the
still
heck's going on?
Opal still in a bit of a waking up state of just
Sari jumps
uh,
up, grabs her sword, and walks toward the door. Who is it?
Arya, you said you wanted a wake up call. Well, wake up. Knock.
What? Oh my god, already. All right, thank you.
Of course. Food will be ready in a few minutes.
thanks.
Did you knock on the other door?
I'm going to right now. Yours is the first.
All right, thank you.
And
Oof.
Anna
Oh my
is
god, that was so deep.
she's
Oh,
petting
that's
down her
rough.
skin to like make her skin texture look normal again. The sort of spiked up out of surprise.
Oh.
Ugh. Rubs her chest. That was an ugly dream,
Mm.
Oh,
but it's
so
over.
sorry. Yeah, I was having a disturbing time myself.
Oh,
What did you dream?
I guess if I
Hey,
had to try and
thank you for the
psychoanalyze
raid,
it, I
GM
guess
Eric.
like one of my greatest fears is being alone in a
There's the
darkness I
alert.
can't see.
It's only slightly delayed. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello.
In the distance, I could see lights from
Hi,
other
hi, Milo.
gods.
How's it going? Just doing a little
And
D&D.
then out of
Running the
nowhere,
game.
my own chest starts
Welcome,
burning,
welcome.
like I'm being cut open or something like that.
Oh, wow. That
Branded
sounds
from the inside
horrible.
out.
As it lets me actually
She lowers her
do a shout out.
I guess fuck, I'm forgetting the word. Chemist?
Mm.
I can't pronounce the word.
You the player or you the character?
Me, the player.
Could you send it?
I
Thank
just
you
wrote
for
it in
bringing your
chat,
folks
yeah.
over.
Here, let me check.
Try not to talk over them.
What are those cool bubbles?
I think it's
Oh,
a
in chat.
camise.
But welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid.
Well, she
Camise, yeah.
lowers her. Yeah, Camille to look at her chest. Does she see any like scarring there?
He said there wasn't anything
Nope.
visible.
So, well, that was in her dream. So
Oh,
you
oh.
unveiled some chest area, and luckily you're in the room of ladies, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, no, there's no scarring or marks, no burns, no tenderness, no anything there. Nothing physical.
Hmm. She rubs at her chest before she lifts back up her dress, and she's like, "Well, that was weird. I do not like that." Or I guess I should say I don't understand why my god wasn't there amongst the others. But what about you, Sorry?
Oh, I just at first it was lovely. I was back in the Wild in my childhood, but I just got disturbing just ruminating about my parents and what the story is there, and
She's having mic troubles
oh, they
tonight.
must have they were up to things I just wasn't aware of. So just ruminating, just fussing about it.
That would have been a rather troubling discovery, I imagine.
Yeah,
To
it's
find out
quite troubling.
you dedicated a lot of your life to the summer court, didn't you? Or I guess the yeah?
Well, I thought my parents did, but they escaped when we went to a village away from the court when I was young because they their relationship wasn't accepted, so I didn't really spend time at the court, but I thought that's who my father had worked with, had been a part of the court for years, but I don't know. I don't know. It's all just stories, really, because I never was there. Yeah. How about you, Opal?
I feel like
How
whenever
was
we
your
all
arrest?
gather, I feel like whenever we all gather at an inn, we always have some unusual dreams. Eh,
Yeah, that's
Worries about
true.
my father and the baby mama he abandoned. Eh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain that's not the first time I've told you.
it's not. We're just looking forward to additional details. Your
Uh,
file in my burn book is rather bereft. There.
well, from what the dream might have been telling me, maybe some sort of reconciliation between the two of them. Or if not between him and her, then between him and the child at least. Though I might be completely off. I'd tell you more about them, but I truthfully don't know anything about my father's lover and their child. I know of their existence, not much else.
And for the fellas, you hear a knock at your door.
Yeah. Uh.
Oh,
Somebody get the door.
Chad kind of dragged himself over to it. Hello? Yes? Who is it?
Maria said you wanted me to come and wake you. I came and waked you.
Did. Oh, God. Who asked for that?
That's great service. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And I've got my fists in my eyes. I'm rubbing in a dwarvish way. And
I
yeah,
al-
is there a
I
window in this room?
oh yeah, that's Windows. But I also find it
Like a
kind of
normal
funny
room?
that Kozik, the dwarf, has a whole bed to himself. Like,
You
there's
guys
plenty of
didn't
room for
want it.
another person, and they gave it to
You didn't want it.
I'll
the
go.
the
I'll go
shody,
check on Zed in the bathtub.
which
And I
is like
feel
right
a
behind
little
you.
bit of like a strange feeling as I look out the window and I see kind of the sun maybe going down. You know, the sun's low in the sky. Uh,
But the sounds of people partying
Just in time for the party.
we got to
is
get out there.
as prevalent as always.
Now we're talking, Kozik. Let's go check on Zed. Zed's gonna, or he's Shot's
Well,
gonna
he's
look
right
in the
here.
bathtub for Zed. Zed in the bathtub.
He's probably asleep right next to it.
Zed, wake up! It's for the wake up call. Here we go. Get ready for the party, buddy. Sun's
Hi.
going down.
Good evening.
Yes. Good evening. Oh, didn't somebody want to bathe? Was there bathing?
Oh, that
Oh,
happened earlier.
I did.
No, I was asleep.
Shot
Zed's kind
take
of
like a bath, and then Zed just crawl into the very soggy tub.
I
Oh
think
my.
Zed
Zed.
bathed
Zed took a
first.
bath. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, I mean, we didn't talk about it, but I think Chop then bathed and enjoyed himself and was probably using his hands like little puppets and like having little conversations between them.
Man, I'm glad that went somewhere else. He bathed, he enjoyed himself, he was using his hands.
Hey,
That's literally what
Cha
you
is an
said.
innocent child of the infernal hell realms. Okay,
And his hot succubus mother.
she's just mother. That's all she is.
For
Yeah,
you,
Mother.
maybe.
Zed bathed, had a great time, also used his hands, thought about Cha's mom.
No, don't do it.
I apologize for
Zed
that.
just walks up to
You're
Cha. I
slowly
want to fuck
selling
your
your
mom.
soul to
Dude,
to
it's like
Cha's mother.
it's with that point of exhaustion, Zed's just getting a little bit too honest.
No,
I
keep
mean,
your
me grab that
monologue
can't
image
blame him.
again.
internal. Keep that monologue internal, Zed, please.
Yeah,
Grab
so
that.
Zed kind of like rocks up. He's laying down. He kind of like rocks up. Uh, he's got his hands kind of like elbows are kind of like draped over his knees. Um, kind of does like a big sort of yawn and looks around and oh yeah, all right. So well,
And we're here, Bonk Village. Gosh, we heard about it. Feels like a lifetime ago. Time to find out what the ruckus is all about. No, don't post his mother again.
Post his mother again.
Her sinister wiles are creeping into the subconscious of all of my teammates.
Okay, says the one who literally is like, oh yeah, he's in the bath. Using his hand.
La 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 la.
Sir.
He was making hand puppets. They're talking to each other. They're like, the shampoo makes my hair silky and soft. Oh, the
I
conditioner's
so
better.
but what I was gonna say too was so Zed jumped in the bath first. And then everyone's so tired that the reason he was sleeping next to the tub was because he pretty much just probably rolled out onto the floor and just laid there and went to sleep. So I can imagine Cha. It's kind of like going, are you done, Zed? You done, buddy? Okay. And Cha jumps in and he's just doing hand puppets and he's like,
La la
I'm
la la
picturing
la.
like there's a light
Splashing
on
around.
in the corner, like a candle or something maybe. So he's making like shadow puppets on the wall.
And
Zed's
Zed's
just
just
finally like,
calm.
mate,
Making
enough.
funny hair, making funny hairdos with like
Right,
soapy
right.
water. So
Just covering his horns with soap. Yeah.
yeah, using his tail as like another character in the story.
Tail is like Tail is a tentacle monster coming out of the ground.
No, not the quadrupod. We have to destroy it. Zed, use your awesome powers of
Cha, I'm
stabby.
asleep, mate.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try to keep it down.
So yeah, just for
No,
just for the
Kozik, don't
theatrical.
use that that hammer again. It's useless. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll
Okay,
keep
let
it.
me see if I can
Useless.
show you guys Cha's mom one more time, just so you guys get the reminder.
I'm assuming at that point we would hear Cha screaming through the door or through the walls.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
And Anna is like, you know what, actually, I'm going to try and implement this by
That is
starting
Cha's mom
rumors
right
about
there.
Drow Woman in Bonk Village. They don't
Not
know
that.
about Drow Woman, so they're obviously going to make a big splash here. Meaning that if someone's hunting me, they're going to come here
Enjoy that.
chasing those rumors, right?
It's okay. Everything's
That
covered.
means, um, uh, my brother will be safe. Besides, I think it'll be funny to just pretend to the guys that nothing happened here.
It would be funny, wouldn't it? What do you
Yeah.
think, Sorry? What's your input?
Oh yeah, I agree.
All right, let's go get them.
I'm gonna take a bath real quick.
By all means.
Join you in a moment.
Inanna shifts forms, lets down her hair so that it's down her back instead of up. And then she's like, okay.
Yeah, Inanna doesn't really need to take a bath, and neither does Opal.
I mean, technically
Uh,
Well, you
speaking,
can
that's
just
not quite
change your
true.
form.
changelings
okay.
still need to bathe. Just because
Oh,
their
okay.
skin shifts does not mean they shake off the dirt and grime like a cat.
Yeah, that would be
I
funny.
suppose
Oh, I was
forge would
imagining
be
that
kind
they
of like
did.
And even
really
Opal
good.
needs an occasional wash down if she gets covered in too much blood and gore.
I'm
She's a
Well, I'll
imagining
hurry
buffer,
up.
like a stone polisher.
hosing you
That'd
down
be cool. Just
WD-40.
for
I
the
like it.
joints. Um, hearing the guys being loud though, they probably go over to knock on the door while Sari is getting bathed.
Yes, come in.
Morning, boys. How's everything going?
It's
Pretty
nighttime, Opal.
good.
Morning, night. What are those things
No, I
really?
guess it's all the same to you, huh?
No. I can still tell that day is when the sun is out and night is when,
I mean, I
the
guess you
stars
just
are.
mean how you feel. I mean,
It's just, no. I still know the difference.
I don't need to photosynthesize like some weird flesh plant to get
okay, I guess that's
happy
what it means.
juices
Like,
or whatever.
it'd be like if someone doesn't need to eat, like they would never really think about food, but they know it exists, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
See if I can add a
It's a weird
nighttime
combination.
filter.
I know the definition, but we're getting off
how'd you
topic.
sleep? Did you get some good dreams?
Good enough dreams.
I guess you don't sleep or dream, so never mind.
Yeah, you
Gosh,
ever get lost in thought when you're awake?
The
definitely
bubbles went away.
Kind of like that.
lost in it right now.
Oh.
There we go, nighttime.
Daydreaming. You know.
Oh, hey, yeah.
I'm still a consciousness. I can still think, and when I'm sitting still for so long, my brain wanders, and
Also,
that's the closest thing I can get to dreaming.
hey, thank you for the follow,
Did
Milo.
you have any good brain
Welcome in.
wanders?
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Sure.
Oh, good. Well, there you
Hopefully
go.
you enjoy the RP heavy group.
Are you ready to party? Okay, so what would be a party for you,
Ooh, and a follower
Opal?
goal.
Like, what
Hell
would
yeah.
be
Y'alls are awesome. Thank you.
actual partying?
I guess I have to update
I
that
will
goal.
wait to have a party night when we can find somebody who can polymorph me into an actual human. Because up until then, I'm just going to be unable to participate in most of the activities.
I mean, there's got to be something that you do that is like really just so not opally, and
Hopefully.
that will be your party tonight. Tonight, you know what I mean? What would be the most unopally thing that you could do that you
Hell
just never
yeah.
do?
I I allow
You
them
see
much RP.
Opal like get into a thinking stance as she begins to think about something that's distinctly not like her to do, that she does to have fun. Huh. I think reversing the joints of goblins wouldn't exactly be the best idea.
Yeah, I
That
feel
only
like
really works on Warforged.
we don't want
Or
anyone in the town getting
mechanized
thunder
beings.
waved. So
She's thinking about murdering the locals?
Not murdering the
No.
That's
locals. No. Changing
well, no,
their joints so that they're reversed.
the last time I saw Opal get into that
ugh.
stance, someone got thunder waved.
Oh my god.
Ugh. Yeah, we all know how that goes.
Oh,
Hey, maybe tonight is the night where you thunderwave at level 2.
you know what? Yeah, I can agree with that. I can understand that. Yeah,
Like 1 hour
Also,
from now, Cha finds himself alone in a room with Opal. Opal's like, "You
Mhm.
remember that conversation we had earlier?"
Cha can't wait.
so yeah, like pretty
Yeah.
much when you guys all woke up, the effects of exhaustion go away. So you can roll
Nice.
normally.
Oh, and long rest didn't automatically remove exhaustion.
It should.
Hmm.
It didn't. I had to go manually click it off. So I was just mentioning that
Oh,
for
so
those that actually
we
had it
all
clicked.
have it. Okay. Did you manually click it, or was it
Yeah,
already? Okay.
I clicked it, yeah. Oh, the condition automatically went away, but I had one of the points actually clicked, and that didn't automatically go away.
Ah.
Okay. So they're all healed up. All right, now that you're all healed up, initiative is there's a dragon. No, just kidding.
The
Oh, I
dragon's
knew it.
back in the town. Yay!
I knew it.
Maria turns into a hobgoblin.
Ha ha ha.
Ah, they're all undead.
I was gonna say, as soon as we were kind of talking about the sigil and stuff from the other goblin cave, and I was like, it'd be really funny if as soon as we mention it, Cube's like, yeah, roll a perception check. It's like you start to see sigils on literally everything in the room.
Everything.
All right, so are we gonna try and eat first? I believe
Yeah.
we were
Yeah,
talking about
Kozik
food,
wanted to
and
have
then
the local slop, or we could use the coin, but it sounded like he wanted to experiment,
Yeah, I
so
wanna
I'm down for that.
see what this what kind of Tucker Maria's cooked up.
More than out.
Oh,
Um,
button.
Sorry
There we go.
said she'd join us in a moment if we wanted to go out.
Oh, here I am.
Oh, we've got to go out. I mean, God, we've been building up to this for ages.
It's
yeah, we might see Sorry do cartwheels again.
oh
In full plate
yeah.
armor.
Nice.
Speaking of which, you've got
Oh
your
my
flask,
God,
Sid. Have you got your
we've got
flask?
to get.
Oh
We
yeah, yeah,
have to
here.
get Saudi loaded. We have to get her super
Well,
loaded
let's get
again.
started.
Dinner with Maria first, and then we can figure out how you guys are all going to become hot messes.
I'm a super lightweight. It doesn't take much.
I could tell. Joking.
So you go out and like when you open the doors, there is the scent of herbs and spices. Um, yeah, I mean that's pretty much what you'd smell in somebody's cooking stew. Yeah, pretty heavy herbs and spice aroma in the air. It's not overbearing. It's not overpowering. It's just like when you wake up in the morning and you just happen you know somebody's cooking something really good.
Mhm.
It's kind of like that.
Butter plus garlic and onion, my beloved.
Ah, this is going to be a night to remember, my friends.
Oh, I need to remember that it's nighttime and not break of day. Ugh. All backwards.
I'm more just trying to think about the logistics of trying to party when most of us don't speak any of the language.
We're going to be speaking the same language, all right.
Oh, yeah, we
And
will.
Cha mimics the whole, tilting up of the fingers to make it look like a bottle.
Out of curiosity, DM. Because this counts as a long rest, does that mean that this would have counted as a change to swap spell slots for prepared casters?
Yes.
Okay.
All
That
right, so
matters.
go ahead, sorry.
Because tongues is a spell that exists as 3rd level.
Clever.
So they said that they speak the party language here. So I feel like as soon as we have a couple drinks, we're all going to be kind of speaking the same language, you know, saying things like AF and turnt and
100%.
Opal, the one to get everybody home after.
Say
It doesn't
things
need
like
driver.
no cap.
Opal's gonna be the designated driver for the party.
Designated driver, baby. Yeah.
That's really sad.
Because she
Just
can't
walk.
get
We
drunk.
can just walk everywhere. She's
I don't know if we trick some goblins. Maybe we can get Opal into some drinking competitions where she will always win.
ooh,
hey, Opal,
yeah.
what if we
Would
got
she
you into
though?
some drinking combinations? Combinations.
Combinations?
All right.
He's
Have you started
Zed's already
already?
started. Yep.
It's somewhere you see Zari and Seth are just passing this flask back and forth.
Yes. Continue.
Yeah, and you'd always win. And then I wouldn't get in trouble for betting coin,
That's
right?
right, because
And
it's a
he kind
shoe-in.
of looks around at everyone.
Shaw gives him the double thumbs up.
Hey,
That's not gambling, my friend. That is a sure bet. That's more like being a big good businessman. Corrupt one, but still.
That idea is funny. Give me 50% of the winnings and we have a deal.
sure.
Bing bang boom.
What if I challenge you at the end and whoever wins gets to keep it all?
Zed, we
Okay,
both
so
know how
now
that
that's
goes.
gambling, Zed. That's gambling.
No, that's not gambling.
Uh.
That's jumping off a cliff without any way to stop yourself.
That's Zed's version of gambling.
Suicide. That's depressing.
Heard about something like that where you do that with the, you have 6 shots.
Oh yeah,
Only one's
shot
filled.
taking.
Hey, the 6 shots alcohols ain't gonna kill me.
Oh
That's for sure.
no. I'm
I
not
know. I
saying
have
6
no
shots of
doubt that
alcohol.
six
Oh, you're
shot
talking
would
about
kill you.
infernal roulette. Yep.
Aw.
Very common.
I want to try drinking.
Too young.
Oh.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
baby. You're too small right now. When you're older, you're going to outcompete us all.
Yes,
Aw.
think about it. You
that's
might
true.
not be able to participate now, but later you will stomp all of us combined.
Okay.
You know,
What
So
about
who
me?
agreeable.
eats
What about me?
eats
Is
minerals?
this
What would actually intoxicate?
you feel a rustling in your backpack? I can drink.
Yes, Alan. You want to drink?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Uh. He holds up all his paws.
Oh, well, that's old enough in squirrel years. Here we go, buddy.
His little tail flicks, and he, in squirrel fashion, just darts all over you. It's like a little hyperactive, just lightning bolt of a creature.
Make sure to control your consumption.
Will do.
Sweet. All right, where to first, you guys?
Oh,
Let's
did I
see
get to
what
eat?
people are
Did I get to
gathering.
eat any stew first or not?
All right, we're going down to. Okay, so we're gonna go down.
Oh yeah, that smells
Ours too.
great.
All right, so you leave your rooms, And outside you see Maria. Yeah, she's pokes her head out of like a door and sees you guys coming out. Ah, there you are. Food will be ready in about 5 minutes or so.
Oh, great. Smells wonderful.
Sweet.
Yeah, I know, thank you.
Hmm.
And then she
Quiet.
sticks her head back in the door, and you can hear like pots kind of clinging a little bit. Maybe like the sounds of like soup bowls, like maybe some wood on wood, like a wooden bowl and like a wooden table kind of sound. And just almost like a little tiny soup kitchen.
Oh man, a home cooked meal. A town, a partying. Gosh, I mean, this doesn't get better than this.
And in about 5 or so minutes, she comes out with several bowls, some balancing precariously on like her like on her arm, in hand, and she just casually places them all in front of you.
Oh, thank you so much. That looks wonderful.
Thank you very
Smells
much.
even better.
Of course, of course. And then she goes back to the kitchen and then comes back with like bread, freshly baked loaves,
Oh,
homemade,
magnificent.
still warm, and like little table, like not tables, like little plates with like butter, so you can little bread and butter.
Oh, we're living high.
Okay, Kozik, you were right. I admit it. This is awesome choice.
Well, now perhaps in the future we can recall such a meal with the magic coin. And we
Oh,
Oh,
can
good
come
good
back to this
idea.
point.
moment whenever we want.
We did all kind of share our local fairs, where we came from, and all that. So makes sense to
Well,
get
now we're
some more
creating
recipes.
a new reference library. And
I'm ready.
Great idea.
as I'm chowing down here, I if Maria's around, I ask her where if someone were looking to party, is there a name of an inn or a place where they should probably try?
Well,
We're not really tourists per se, but
yeah. Well, if you're looking for the biggest and loudest and probably most annoying at sometimes, the old mayor Doran. Just find him if you say his name. I feel like if you say his name 3 times really slowly, he just freaking appears.
Ah, cool.
what was the mayor's name was what again?
Doran, don't
Doran.
worry. I doubt you'll miss
Doran.
him.
Yeah, we have
And
a
yeah,
we have an old legend like that.
weren't we told to go somewhere near the mayor's house?
Yep.
That's it.
All right, I think we know where our destination is.
Mayor
Yep.
Doran Grimsbane.
Mm. By the way, who wants my food? Thanks.
I'll
I
have it.
got it serving. It's all yours.
Thank you.
Yeah, she did a pretty dang good job on the stew. Got it's just meaty enough, but it's also got the flavor of the stew to the point where the vegetables and the seasoning mixes very well. That's right, I'm going full Iron Chef today.
Yeah.
Not really, but the yeah, like the vegetables mixed in with the spices kind of create this balance, but it's just missing something. And as you take a bite of the the local meats. That is the perfect trifecta of spice, seasoning, and like flavor, I guess. Spice and seasoning.
Gosh, I
Gotcha.
hope this meat didn't have a language. I don't know what it is, but I like it.
It's made of people. And then of course,
It's a
the
very
bread.
strange thing to say.
The bread.
Yeah, what's the bread like? Tell us about the bread.
The bread. You see, I don't cheat and use Chat GPT. This is all in my own description, okay?
I wouldn't have thought.
So the bread is imagine like was a French roll. So it's kind of little hard on the outside, but it's still warm and it has like the scoring on the top, and it has been made primarily what seems like these very tasteful grains, almost like the grain that they grew was designed to have like maybe even like a little itty bitty bit of sweetness to it. Um, but that is balanced out by the butter and the soup, so it's almost like I guess in a sense, a little bit of sweet and savory when you mix everything together. Almost like the bread, when you thought the soup was already, the stew was already like that perfect balance, but then you dip the bread in it almost like an anjou sauce, um, and that was the addition that you didn't even know that you needed until you had it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, it's anjou.
Tremendous.
Exquisite.
Yep, and all the while it still has that home cooked kind of taste to it. It doesn't taste like mass produced or anything. It's just kind of like mom and pops, almost remiss of some people's like childhoods, like IRL. Like imagine having a meal that you're just like, oh man, this just takes me back.
It really washes away all of the trauma and horrors, doesn't it? Well done, Kozik.
And this is how we torture Goose because he loves food.
This is rough, dude.
Ah, fantasy food.
Some delicious stew does sound really nice, though. I won't lie.
Goose is taking IRL psychic damage right now, emotional damage.
IRL hunger damage, Minecraft type stuff.
I'm almost rolling death saving throws right now.
That's why we need to do the whole D&D cruise, because then we could do this and
Oh,
then
man.
go and have an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Agreed.
Maybe one
In
day.
cosplay.
Then what would I be? I'd just be cosplaying as like a DM screen, cardboard box.
Oh, you have your hood on. It's like the
You
classic
can
would
wear
D&D
like
be
a
hood.
The cube.
Mickey Mouse wizard hat or something.
A wizard box.
Yeah.
Instead of a hat, it's a DM screen.
right on the front.
Ooh, or like a cape. Yeah, like
But
like
you
a
could
cape
dress
where
like you're
no, it'll be like a cape, and where the collar is, instead of it being like a really tall like brim collar, it's just a DM screen behind me.
You
you could dress like your Atlas character.
cosplay as
Nobody
Matt
can be that
Mercer.
beautiful.
He'd have to
Or you could
smoke
dress like
for
Matt Mercer and wear a t-shirt and a black vest.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Or Matt
Yeah,
Mercer can
cosplay
dress like
as
me.
Matt Mercer.
Speaking Speaking of
Matt Mercer's
Atlas,
wearing a cardboard box.
With a DM screen on it. He probably would want that now and again, especially if he was on a D&D cruise.
speaking of Atlas and other games near or close to it in relation, Ark Survival Ascended having Aberration released tomorrow. Excited. Very
I
excited.
look forward to not spending any more hours in that game. I put in my
It's too
time.
late for me. Run. Ark consumes all. An unending serpent.
Until you grow out of it. Anyway.
Never.
So I feel nice and full. Kind of give a stretch, and I think it's time we got to get out of here and see what
I
the night
can't
has to
adjust
offer.
the brightness, can I?
Bonk Village nightlife, here we come! Cue up
Let's
the
fuck off
montage.
into the night.
So we're
It's
looking for
level
this
1.
mayor, eh?
Yeah,
Just his pad. We might or might not run into him, but
the party sounds like it's close to his house.
Okay, let me grab that map.
We're bringing the party with us, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
party times 2.
yeah.
My mouse will
Okay,
work.
okay.
Hit the
Before we go to this
plastic.
party, you guys, we need to come up with a patterned routine dance off like routine in case we meet up with those cool cats again. Okay? So before we hit the road, let's just practice a little bit, okay?
Oh,
Zed's gonna cue us up. He's gonna cue us up like he tried to out there, but we're
You know
all
what,
gonna be
Shaw? I'm
super
just in the right
coordinated,
mood for this. Super
right?
coordinated.
We have
Okay.
this beautiful meal. We're rested. We're ready to go.
I rolled better
Okay,
than 10.
You all ready?
let's do this.
So Zed's gonna kind of take a couple steps ahead of everyone. His back's turned to the group. He's pretty much kind of pretending that he's going through like some sort of monologue. He's not really talking, but you just kind of see him moving as if he's kind of going back and forth with someone. Um, and then uh, he's gonna like hold that hand up and he's gonna snap again, just super loud. And as soon as right after he snaps, he's gonna pop his collar back. Like, oh, sorry. So when I pop the collar, I feel like that's when we're like in position. I pop the collar, then we start moving, right? Maybe go a couple steps to the right. We do like a clap all at the same time, and then we kind of like move a couple steps to the left.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe do like another clap, and then we do like a we like jump and cross our feet a couple times, and then when we land, we do a little spin all at the same time. And then when we do the spin, when we come out with a spin, we all just point forward at whoever we're battling, because then we're kind of like we're like, "Aye, it's up to you
Keep
now.
booping my mic.
You just got served." Something like that.
Yes. When we clap, I can use thaumaturgy to make it sound like an actual thunderclap.
To deafen everyone. Yeah, that'd be great.
I could
Yes.
also
Definitely.
theoretically cast Shatter a few feet up above us to really give it that horrifying impact.
I know that
Hey,
cracked
a
me
few
up.
feet above us, so nobody gets hurt. I wouldn't actually cast it on random civilians. I'm not a monster.
We all pause.
I
What?
uh,
I was just saying that I would
no,
do the same thing as you,
there's
Cha.
nothing.
Sure. Okay. And then hey, I can create an illusion where we all have collars and we all pop them right after you pop yours.
I like it. All right, so okay, okay,
We've
okay,
got it.
okay.
We've got it.
If we see
Anybody
him,
else have any spells? It's
if we
Kozik, you
see
have
him,
Eldritch Blast. You could like fire them into the sky with your
Oh,
fingers like this, like you're pointing your fingers like they're weapons, and you're like
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but maybe just a simple prestidigitation would do.
if we see him, how about I kind of like they were all kind of snapping in unison and whatnot. What if I walked up to him all calm, cool, and collected, like I snapping my fingers, you know,
yeah,
approach him with the same sort of vibe, as it were. They say that, right? That's part of party language, I believe.
vibe, yep, vibing.
And then out of nowhere, once we do the whole kind of like, snapping and the pop the colors, all of a sudden you're all there. And then we go through the whole bit.
Ooh.
But there's probably gonna be something like this. Like we see him, I start snapping, I walk up, and they're gonna get all smug because they are so cool. And
Yeah, and they
they're
think
probably
that
gonna be,
they
oh,
beat us. Like
you're back
you're like,
for
oh, you want
more.
more, right?
Aye, and I'm gonna be like, aye, that's where you're wrong. And then I'll think of
We should
something else
have
to
a
say, because I'll probably follow that up with something, but I don't have it right now. And then we'll destroy them in a battle of absolute majestic and what else? Give me something. Come on, come on, come on.
pop in.
That's maybe Kozik. What how are we gonna what's it's gonna be great, is all I'm saying.
We need a slide or something. We need good.
Yeah.
We could
You
all
wanna
do a flip.
slide?
I need another swig off that flask.
I will
Could
spit
be a
your
good
We're
brains.
just
good
Sorry.
I
finishing
feel like
move.
we're just having this conversation. Like Sorry's not even Zed doesn't even really look at Sorry. He just like hands the flask over.
Sorry's dancing her butt off, man. She got it. You rolled a 20 on her performance skills.
Oh. Oh yeah. Let's do a group performance check, I guess, as we're all practicing. Or who is practicing?
I did a performance. I did some practice. I'll practice again.
All right, there you go, Kozik.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I made it too
First one was a
complicated, but
bit
I still
better.
did okay.
Are you all right?
You're-
This.
So,
Kozik's doing the thing where
Chaw's doing some beatbox.
he's
Yeah.
got like both hands on his knees, and he's wiggling his knees back and forth, and he's shifting his hands between. You know how you like cross
Oh, of
over.
course. Yeah.
Like 1920s move.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What is that called? It must have a name.
I don't remember what that one which one that one is, but we've seen it a lot, yeah.
Oh yeah. There it is. That old guy. That old
I'll
Yep.
try to do
chestnut.
some sort of dwarven boot slap. But okay, now that
Chaw's
we've
gonna
practiced
do
a
a.
little bit,
Chaw's
go
gonna
ahead.
use his tail to wrap it around his own neck and pretend like he's strangling himself, and then drop to the floor, but then
God,
like
no, mate.
get back up.
I don't know if that.
Neobar gives a polite clap to Chaw's very strange move in particular.
This is what the kids are into, my friend.
Mhm.
Trust me.
Exactly.
I have been researching what the youngsters like because of my dance club.
Mhm.
This is the stuff, man. This is it.
Mike, can you not say that ever again, mate?
The youngsters.
I've been researching what the youngsters like. Was that when you were having a great time in the club with your
No,
hands?
no, no. You
Sorry.
guys,
Oh
my
no.
I
my
was more
mother has
taking it
corrupted
down
you
the
all.
Let's go get
My
drunk so we
mother
can
has
forget
corrupted you
everything that Chaw's
all.
been saying today.
Out of character, I
Oh.
thought you were taking it more the Ohio Skippity Riz route, Zed. Full brain rot. But yes, let's go drinking. Everybody
Okay,
can
we're ready
forget
for
the
this. Give
direction.
us the cue, Zed. If this thing is gonna
That
happen,
didn't sound
give us
entirely
the cue,
convincing.
okay?
Oh, you'll know it when you see it.
Okay. This is happening.
I
Ready.
wish that I had something to immortalize this moment forever. I have a
We will be
feeling.
legends after this moment, after this experience.
Hmm.
You and
Hey,
Tube.
should we have a cool like band, like group name other than? Oh, the Fell Company is pretty cool. Should we stick to that, or like come up with something specifically dancey?
See, I think that you three should come up with something specific with Nancy so that I myself and sorry can be drunk to one side watching you guys. How about that?
Okay. We won't tell you what name we come up with. So okay, you guys,
What?
Cha pulls. You'll hear it when it comes out in the moment if it happens. So Cha's gonna pull the guys aside and be like, "All right, you guys, what's a cool like dance group name?" Swingers.
Yvara leans over
Mm,
to Saria. She whispers, I hope they go with that one. I think that they should actually call themselves the Dirty Swingers.
the dirty swingers.
Thing I keep
Dirty
clicking the light.
swingers.
Side effect.
I mean, if Cha is.
We could be the wife swappers.
Mm,
What are you going on about?
The-
You haven't had anything to drink yet, have you?
Even I knew
Man,
that was a bad one,
I'm
Cha.
I'm
I'm
drunk on
getting quite
life.
concerned about Chaw.
Cha is having that contact
Got too close to the mic.
drunkenness from
You're
you and Sari's
kidding.
like 3 swigs of
Concerned about
whatever
Cha.
alcohol is in
And
that.
I am high on Ale Stray all the time, you guys.
I'd
Telling
believe
you.
it.
how about how about we pay tribute to a place we've been before in part of our name?
Okay.
Hmm. The Zareth I don't know. Zareth Playboys. If we're
Oh
street
no.
Oh,
toughs.
I like it.
that's
I
really
like it.
bad. That's bad. No,
That's
Hey,
bad.
sure.
That's bad. I don't hear any
no, that's
suggestions
really
coming
bad.
from your
Like, what if
virtuous
we call
mouth.
ourselves? What if
Oh,
we call
it's
ourselves?
about to. I can feel it. It's bubbling up.
What if we call ourselves Cha Cha Slide?
Ooh, that is
Yeah, cha-cha
pretty
sliders.
clever. Cha-cha slide. I like the idea of
I
slide.
like
It's
that.
like we're one
Right, and then
unit. It's
because
like not more
when I
than
do the
one. We're like
snap, y'all are
one.
gonna slide in, right?
Ooh, the
Like out of
slide. We'll
nowhere,
do a long slide.
right?
Yeah. The cha-cha slide. That's it. Okay, we're on this. No playboys. No wife swappers.
Well,
Okay, cha-cha
I
slide.
mean, we are playboys. We maybe don't wife swap because that's weird, but um,
Don't.
No swinging
we won't.
involved either, I
We
think.
No swinging.
we could swing Kozik. That could be like our final move.
Ah, the cha-cha slide swingers.
Hmm.
Okay, this name's getting too long. I think we'll stick to
Yeah,
that.
probably.
Cha-cha slide. Okay.
Can we leave this building?
Yes.
Opal's
Gosh, I
already outside of the
just wanted to
building.
coordinate just a little bit.
The sun
Gosh.
is going down. The sun's down.
The sun is-
The sun is down. That's it. Okay, let's
Thank
go.
God.
Ooh, what if we called ourselves the Sundowns?
No, cha-cha slide. I think you're onto something.
They,
Okay.
All right,
they
Sounds
weren't
fun.
supposed to hear, but they were We didn't really
Well,
go
we're
that
being a
far
bit
away.
loud
We were
about it because
really
we're all
we
excited.
were
But that,
really,
yeah, it's fine.
really noisy. Yeah, it's okay. Okay.
So you go
All right,
outside.
here we go. Just in case it happens.
I don't know if we go outside yet.
Okay, just waiting for going
we
outside.
go outside. We're going outside.
All right, can we go outside?
We're
Yes, you
outside.
can.
Look at this. Look at them slide.
Oh, look at that slide.
Look at them slide outside.
Cha-cha slide. Really.
So the moment you step outside, it is not as bright as it was during the day, but it's almost like artificial lighting, where the streets have been illuminated. The sky hasn't. You can clearly see the stars and stuff, but there's lights that have been strung around basically everything and everywhere of varying colors.
Now
Imagine
we're
being at
talking.
Disneyland, Disneyland level of illumination. Even though it's nighttime, there's just so much light around and color and activity. Granted, it's a small area, so imagine. No, no, Disneyland wouldn't be the same size as a village, but just that idea, a mini Disneyland, as far as the lighting goes.
Sure.
And there are people in the streets partying. There are naked men, women, goblins, orcs.
Oh.
It's like, imagine it being almost like a Mardi Gras kind of celebration right now. There
That
are
kind of party.
Yeah, there are people just out and about without a fucking care in the world. No, it's not like everybody's nude, but there's some people out.
Oh, wow. I had thought this was a town full of revelers, but I hadn't actually realized that I would actually be attending one.
Well, when in Rome, Chop pulls off all of his clothes and sticks them in his backpack. Yeah, let's do this, baby!
Glory be.
That's gonna lead into Kozik. Oh, mate, this isn't part of the bit, so we're.
Don't worry. I'll use my spell to put clothing back on the moment that you say it, Zed. I could just totally make pretend that I have clothing on whenever I want.
So, Chad joins in the revelry. And at this point, it's like there's a huge crowd that's walking past, of varying degrees of peoples. Goblin, orc, hobgoblin, maybe a furbolg here or there. Belch. Ooh, double belch. And you're heading to quote unquote Mayor Doran's house.
Yeah.
All right.
As we're walking through the street and there's a bunch of revelry going on and stuff like that, Zed's gonna be kind of actively looking for those three goblins, but as we're kind of getting into the crowds and things like that, and probably as soon as Chaw gets naked, Zed's gonna try and elicit a chant with everyone in the crowd. He's kind of just started and then hope that it picks up, but he's just gonna start saying the mayor's name just over and over and over and over. Because we were told if we said his name 3 times, he would show up.
He'll appear. He may appear.
What was it? Doran?
Yeah, it was like
Doran.
Doran or something like that. So just like Doran.
But they said say it really slow.
Right.
Doran.
Just kind of getting trying to get a chant started with all the people.
Give me a performance.
Doran.
Yeah, here we go.
Doran.
This is it.
That's just to
It's time
see if
for
they
all
do,
the
and then we'll see.
rolls to count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And that
Zed's
wasn't
just
even while you're tired.
Zed's just like Darren, Darren, Darren.
No, Zed, it's Doran. Door. Or.
Oh, fuck, mate. Sorry.
Darren.
Try again, mate.
And I'm like, Darren.
Oh,
Kosick. Damn it, Kosick. Listen. Or. You have a helmet on, for God's sake.
It's like a car alarm.
Oh, I'll
Kosik's
listen.
like, Darren.
Darren,
Darren.
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 Okay, that's
Looking around,
canon
where is
now.
this guy?
If you break into Darren's house and the alarm goes off, that's all it says.
Darren.
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 Like an alarm clock that's almost broken.
Okay. So, let's see here. I'm missing one roll. No, I'm missing two actually. 1, 2. I guess if people want to.
Oh. Neavara wouldn't be joining in the chant. She would actually be joining in the revelry, dancing in the crowd.
These dances are so lewd, these goblin dances. I have to turn my eyes away.
Yeah, get lewd, Kosick.
No, I cannot. Make Neavara stop. Make Inanna stop.
Oh, at this point, she's
You know what? We all ball. Shit.
I'm breaking even.
Neavara, as a drow, fully happy to get absorbed in the crowd, basically.
All right.
Yeah, Starry's just like in it, man.
So who all's new? Just Cha?
Just Chow.
Okay.
Just Cha.
That's a
That's-
hidden thing.
That's to be expected.
Chaz,
Oh, yeah.
Chaz having
His
a great
his
time.
goddess is a goddess of revelry, celebration, and nudity.
I'm pretty sure that's not in her description.
Sure,
Of
dancing,
her.
nudity. It's in there. It's in there. Revelry can be implied.
I don't think I saw nudity as a divine domain, but sure.
In hers, it is.
Her
That's how
art
Kosick saw
commonly
her. Remember?
featured as nude, yeah.
I know. So you chant the name, and the crowd kind of sort of. There's a few people that chant, but you guys got a basically even split of pass and fail. So you don't really drum up as much as you would expect, probably because there's so many people just so into whatever, their current estate of revelry, drinking, dancing, celebrating, cheering. And I need a single person to roll me a d6. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Opal should roll it.
2.
Oh, sorry, got to it first.
1, 2.
Fair enough.
Oh, this is funny.
What does
So-
it mean?
Inanna, as you were partaking of the revelry and the crowd, you definitely spot, amongst those partaking of the freedom of expression, there's this fairly kind of funny actually, a fairly busty goblin chick with like long hair for a goblin, and she just sort of walks up to you and it's like, wanna dance?
Neavara pauses before she smiles, widening, and offers her her hand. To take her hand, I should say.
Hell yeah. And you see her just sort of it looks like she has like a ring on. She taps it, and there's a spell that is cast, to which she is no longer a short goblin. She's a medium goblin.
Cool.
And then she just dances. Fairly, fairly. The proportions are interesting, but they make sense.
Niavara vibes with it. She's familiar with the sort of grotesquerie that comes about with trying to make the square peg fit in the round hole, if you will. Certain
It
features don't quite work right.
yeah. The interesting thing is it works though. That's what is very interesting about it. She is almost a little. She's almost a little bit cuter when she's medium sized and short. Um, but maybe that's just an effect of how the particular spell works. Yeah. And yeah, she just sort of dances with you, and she's just like, "New around here?"
I am. First time.
I can tell.
I'm trying at least. I
And
take it that you're not new for here, though.
not at all. Nope.
Well, who am I getting the honor from?
Sorry, say again. Cut out a second.
From who am I getting the honor of this dance from, I should say?
Name's Lorana.
Lorana?
Yep, not a goblin name, but I got it.
I mean, I don't have a name fitting of my people either. Still pretty. Call me Nia.
Pleasure to meet you. And she does like a little spin.
Niavara leans forward, takes her hand, kisses it.
She giggles a little bit.
Pleasure indeed.
Indeed. And well mannered.
Well trained. Hmm.
She kind of quirks a brow at that.
Serious.
Whatever. We're here to have fun,
Fun.
right?
Yeah.
And then she just kind of continues dancing.
I think Niavara would continue to, although uh, the revelry is still continuing down the path, or
Oh yeah, it definitely would continue. Yeah.
interesting spell. Just to make the match the dance partner? Or do you just like being medium sized?
Well, I mean, there's a difference between it being an illusion and being real.
Oh?
I prefer it being real. So I use a spell. Yeah, I mean, if it's an illusion, then I wouldn't be able to do this. And then she just kind of does like a pull you in, and then does like I don't know what that dance move is called, but the one where like they pull you in and then they kind of like have you lean back a little bit and then like
A
pull you
dip.
in again. Yeah, dip. If it were an illusion, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Is a little surprised, but she's smiles up at her and she's like, "Yeah, I'm well familiar with the barriers illusions cause. Interesting artifact.
Well, artifact, smartifact.
Talent.
Skill?
Yeah.
I mean, I made it myself,
Oh,
so
very
I guess so.
talented. Artificer?
Sort of, kinda. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Is that what you call it?
In my
And
tongue.
interestingly enough, she is speaking common.
In my tongue, at least. Those things are highly prized. Um, very interesting.
Shaw shouts as he dances by. Her tongue is highly prized.
Niavara is in fact going to try her best to take him out by the legs. Fail to. Misses.
Yeah.
You, as Cha's laughing, you
Shaw
just
does
hear
a
Opal.
Shaw just does a flip. That part of it.
You just hear Opal say, "Good one," because Jesus, that was a great one, Cha.
Her face is very red.
Oh, she would notice. Oh, Rana might notice
Very
that.
deep shade of purple, I might say.
Are you okay? Is
My friends, they tease me. That's all.
Sure. Give me a. Would it be a perception or an insight? And either one, different information.
Ooh.
Oof. Yeah, that's a.
That's not
Oof.
great.
No, it's not.
Too loud.
Womp womp. But yeah, she just keeps dancing with you. This naked, medium-sized goblin lady.
Um, I think the thing that's interesting about Niavara here is that she's pretty good at dancing and she's very good at the participating in that way, but like obviously her game talking very strange. Doesn't sound right. She's enjoying herself though.
Yeah,
Embarrassed maybe.
that's trying to trip Chaz is running by. Yeah.
I'm going to get him for that later. I will not forgive. I will not forget.
Niavara lies in waiting for her revenge.
So eventually, she'll do the final little bit of dancing with you as the crowd seems to continue moving. Well, it's a
Uh,
pleasure meeting you and dancing.
lo- lovely to dance with you too. You're a wonderful dancer. She bows, curtsies really, winks, and then
Ooh.
fades back into the crowd.
All right.
Embarrassed, embarrassed. Ah, pretty
So
woman.
when it's sort of the slipping away into the crowd, your hands, part, I guess. And the only thing you see there is and this is after you sort of like wink at her and whatnot. Um, she actually blushes a little bit. And in your hand is a small piece of parchment with an address on it.
Oh.
Niavara might actually combust. She'll put it into her pocket with her other items. Very
not-
much dark purple in embarrassment. Searching out a familiar face, i.e., sorry, Opal. Even Zedrin at this point, Jesus.
Sari's looking right at her,
I could only
dancing
imagine
away.
how if you rolled a 3, how Kozik would have reacted to her doing that.
Completely naked woman approaches him.
Because he's a noble, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically the D6 determine who she interacts with.
I see.
Nice.
Wait, the
Well done.
goblin was nude?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I missed that part.
Wishful thinking.
She was a little cutie.
Yep.
Charisma 14.
Very cute. And I have her address. And Niavara looks like she's going to explode as she makes her way back over to Sari, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, you're fine. You look like you're having a good time, and so did she.
I mean, I enjoy the dancing. I'm not great at talking with people.
I don't know anyone's here to talk, really.
Ah,
She
fair
says
enough.
as she's shaking her head and moving all around. What?
Niavara leans over her looking for Zedrin's flask on her, if she has it.
Oh, yeah, here you go. There it is.
Liquid courage.
That's
Niavara takes a
right.
swig back, hands it back over. Jeez. Traveler's tits above.
That was a goblin, so technically that would be goblin's tits below.
Yeah, that too.
I don't think I can
You know what I
unshake
love about Zed's
the
flask? It
traveler's
always
tits
seems
now.
full.
Bet you it's enchanted somehow.
I know it's always full. Zed, do you want a swig of your flask here that I'm bogarting?
Yeah.
I just didn't want to be too selfish. Here you go. Wait. Let me get a swig before I hand it off. All right, there you go.
Zed, you get a drinky drink.
Yeah.
So every time you take a swig, you would just with a passive perception, you see little ones like little snout get closer and closer, like trying to get a whiff of it.
That's so cute. Oh my
Scott
god, that
has
Cuban
found a
music is
tiny
just doing
chalice
it.
for Alan. Has definitely poured him a little sangria or something. Now take it slow, buddy. Take it slow. This stuff can hit pretty hard. You remember how it
Uh-oh.
was with
Uh-oh. Oh no, Alan.
God, I forgot the name of who's the fairy that was with us? I forgot his name. I can't believe it.
Rain?
Rain.
Rain. Thank you. Gosh. Remember how Rain was when he had his first margarita?
Was Alan there for that? Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm totally rocking out to that. Well, not rocking out,
Yeah,
but
I
just
remember.
dancing to the Putumayo Cuban music.
So when you
Okay, here
when
you
you
go.
mention Remember what Rain did? Alan nods, nods his little head like 40 times.
What did Rain do?
And then he looks around, and you see Alan just jump off of you, dart through the crowd, and you see this big old like mug that looks like it was sitting on a table, and there's just alcohol in it,
Oh.
and Alan just jumps into it because that's
I'm a
exactly what
terrible
Rain did.
father.
So he does like a little squirrel cannonball into like a pretty sizable
Cute.
goblet.
It's okay. Next time we'll use the coin. I'll have some good hangover juice ready for him. Old infernal recipe.
So cute.
Acorn ball.
Right. You would know what a cannonball is.
Exactly. Because he remembers Rain basically swimming in beverages.
I believe that was the exact sort of thing that was being warned against.
uh,
That's a great shot.
and basically, as Alan does like a little cannonball into some random person's like goblet full of alcohol, I think that's a perfect like freeze frame as like the alcohol's like
Yeah.
splashing everywhere, and then like time freezes, and we end session.
Nice.
Right.
Arte.
Good one. Yeah, that Putumayo is perfect for this, isn't it?
Oh my God, it's awesome. My head will not stop bobbing.
So
My whole body.
inspiration.
Alan!
Alan should get it.
Zed for a sympathy point for his burn.
The nat
Yeah,
one
that-
on the
Burn?
dance off.
Mm-hmm. And trying to plan the dance off and having his plans get ruined.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Zed really stuck his neck out.
And now he has a dance rival.
We're gonna do this. This is happening.
Who cares about Marn and the fate of the world?
Yeah, right?
He's got to get revenge for this dance off.
Doesn't
To be
matter.
That's
completely
The
honest,
right.
kingdom to the dragons has been opened up.
if this all works out, this might be how Zed approaches all of battles going forward.
Takes the
Dance
dip.
battle.
Face to face with
Yes.
Marn, and it's just like, hear the moonlight.
Yes.
Starting to do Thriller.
All right, so I'll just
That's
go
exactly what it would be. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so Cha, who you voting for?
Oh yeah, I'm going for Zed too.
All right.
He needs a win after that.
So that's 1 Zed, Inanna.
I said Zed, yeah.
All right, 2 Zed, Kozik.
Yeah, I'll go with Zed.
All right, Opal and Sari.
Just to be contrary, I'll go for Inanna because of the imaginary knife she endured in her dream.
Oh.
And for dancing with the naked goblin.
Kid Goblin dance.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Inanna as well for just being incredibly embarrassed, enduring not only the dance off, but then the practice leading up to the potential second dance off, and then her own dance off.
And still partying the whole time. She still joined the party. That's pretty
It's
impressive.
funny because this is
Yeah.
the second time that we've seen Inanna. Well, the first time was Niavara just go up and start dancing, and the first time it was like, oh, this is odd. We got to remember that this happened, and now it was just unabashed. I'm going out and I'm having a good time.
I out of character, I will reveal the reason being dancing and singing are actually core parts of the worship of the sovereign host.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she likes doing it. She's just embarrassed and she won't do it in front of people necessarily.
But it's part.
Revelries are
Okay.
specifically the something that can happen out of worship of the Fury. Hence why she
Which
was
is
so eager to
different
just
than a.
join. Yeah.
Mhm.
She doesn't know if it's actually the same thing, but like it's close enough that she's like, yeah, this totally counts as worship. Let's go.
I picture Zed just doing the dance that Shaw posted, and it's just kind of like moving up to to Inanna, and it's like, I can give you some pointers if you like.
Yeah.
The Napoleon Dynamite dance. Nice, nice, nice. Well, that leaves us with Opal.
I vote for Zed.
All right. Zed gets it.
Zedrin it is.
Yay! Thank you.
Nice. Good one, everybody.
I also
stuff.
thought about giving it to Cha for that great line against
God.
Niabara.
God. In real life, I
It's
got flustered.
immortalized.
That's a great line, though.
Nice.
Put that in your
Shaw
book
does
too.
have the effect. Shaw definitely
Wait,
has the
which
effect
line?
of affecting the real world as much as the fantasy world. Let's see, how did he say it? How did he put it exactly? He was like, it's kind of in the moment. I don't remember the exact wording.
I'm not going to speak it back into existence.
Oh, come on.
I will let it die its
She
inglorious
said it.
death.
She said it. She brought it up.
It's too late.
I mean, I'll just
Late
go look through the
Niabara.
stream and then post it all over the internet.
What
Yeah,
are
we
you
could just
looking
make a
for,
clip out of
Cha?
it.
The exact line that he said that
Quote. Fuck. God damn it. I forgot it as soon as I was about to say it. No!
Yes.
Mimetic
I mean,
hazard.
it was a setup too, because she specifically said that it was the talent of her tongue. I'm gonna have to listen to it again.
She's
I'll
talented
record the
with
whole
her
thing.
tongue or something like that.
No, that was what Cha said, yeah. Something really
But she
similar
said
like
it. But
that.
she set it up though. She set it up that it was
I
a talent with tongues or something.
did. It was not a talent with tongues. It was a talent with something else.
I'll go back. I'll go back. We'll get the exact stuff. I like that idea of a clip. Good one. Well done. Good job, everybody. Overcoming your inhibitions.
And making Alan
Well, it was
dive.
Bonk
time
Village,
for a
we knew this was
good
going to
party.
happen. We knew this was going to happen for a year and a half. We've known this was going to happen.
You made it happen.
Nice.
So Chaw's just running around naked.
Yep.
Yep.
And
With
honest.
Dancing to Putumayo.
with a drunk squirrel, by the way. So
Niavara is dancing
there's
with
that.
a naked woman.
Nice.
Yep,
And
check that off the
Ari's
bucket list.
dancing with herself.
Zedrin is
Kozik's over on the sideline doing the white man dance.
Zedrin is actively trying to conspire to have a dance off with a dance rival.
Opal trying her best to dance, even though she's never really danced. It's somehow
I
looking
don't
less
dance.
awkward than Kozik.
I say you can. Not a chance.
shot.
Oh,
You got
this
that.
is what Kozik is doing.
Oh my god. I literally just the facial expression and everything is exactly what I see.
I could totally see that too.
Oh my god, just imagine him in
Just a
armor.
couple. It's just missing a couple leg slaps, like thigh slaps
Yeah.
in there,
Yeah,
and that's it.
totally. He's doing a traditional dwarvish shanty.
Yeah, this guy's pretty good.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
he is.
Doesn't even need a
Brilliant.
performance check. This is just he's a natural.
Okay. Well, we're gonna wrap up there. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Appreciate the raids, the follows. Y'all are awesome. But alas, we are at capacity, of which game continues. So with that, tomorrow we'll be back at it again, 5:30 Pacific for the second campaign that I run. And yeah, different group, different feel. Also a pretty heavy RP group. So they are in a bit of a haunted house. Something spooky's going on in there. I mean, I'll have other haunted houses by spooky month. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Yeah, I guess we'll meet each other again. Hopefully tomorrow at 5:30 Pacific. For y'all's watching on YouTube, we do this on Twitch every week. Uh, same time, same bat time, same bat place. So with that, hopefully I'll catch you guys again next time. Have a wonderful evening, and thanks for watching. Catch you again soon.